class.
Welcome to the Chiefs Kingdom Champions Parade on KSHB 41, the official broadcast partner of the Chiefs.
And Chiefs Kingdom, you know, nobody gets you closer than this.
KSHB 41 is your home of the Chiefs, back-to-back world champs.
All right, the sun's out and the big guns are out, right? Just talked with Dwayne Bowe. I saw Jamal Charles down there as well. We had
you guys also had George Costello from
we had George Costello,
Station.
absolutely. We had Kathy Nelson we've talked to. Mayor Q's been on the show as well. This place is starting to fill up here with dignitaries, former players. You're going to have families of the players showing up here as well.
It really is. I see the mayor of Wichita here, so I mean, this is a regional event, not just something that's here in Kansas City.
Kingdom event, right? I mean,
exactly.
we've talked with people from states away who came for this thing, and it's really cool when you win the Super Bowl. First of all, you don't have to go to the Super Bowl to be a part of it. You can go to the Super Bowl city and take advantage of, you were there, fun events like the NFL Experience, which is free, and there's some affordable stuff there outside of a $10,000 ticket. Same deal for a parade. Come down here, get here early. It's free. Have a great day.
Tranquil, we see over there.
Speaking of big guns, right?
With his guns out, and it's a beautiful day to do so.
I have to tell you, we interviewed Drew Tranquil on the field, and he was just as nice as could be, and he said what that moment meant to him, and he talked about the fans. You heard Dwayne, even a former Chief, saying that truly they play harder because Chiefs Kingdom supports them to the extent that they do. It really does make a difference to know how beloved they are in this city.
Yeah. It really does, and they do this, and this is really a celebration for all of the Chiefs players past, too. Not just the team since 2020 that have captured the Lombardi, but for players like Dwayne Bowe, like Jamal Charles, like Neil Smith. They do this for the entire kingdom.
Yeah. That's a linebacker bus, obviously. There you saw Willie Gay, Drew Tranquil once again. How big was that linebacking core this year? Willie Gay getting healthy for the Super Bowl. But Leo Chenal, I'm sure we'll see him. He scaled a bus last year, by the way, showing off that athleticism. There he's right there. Had a huge Super Bowl for the Chiefs. He forced a fumble, tackles all over the place. He was one of the guys that got a paw on that blocked PAT. Great, great game for that second-year player.
And as we talk about it, this is really what makes this team scary in the years to come. You look at the first couple of runs, it's been really a team that has been predicated on offense, high-powered weapons, and how they can run up the scoreboard. However, the defense, they were kind of the stars of the show this year. Speaking of defense, we're being joined shortly by a guy who knows a lot about defense.
Thank you for coming by.
Miking him up right now.
Neil Smith, former Chiefs great.
That's right.
What's up, fellas?
Neil, glad to have you, brother. Hey,
it's good to have you. Good to see you guys.
Hey, the first thing that comes to my mind right now with you here, I know you played alongside the great Derek Thomas. You were friends, Super Bowl 58, number 58.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what this means to you as a Chiefs player.
Well, we talked about it, early in the season. Like, man, what a great moment we can have if we can win a championship, on the 58th anniversary of the Super Bowl. And man, what the dream came through. So Derek is up high looking down on us, and it was just great for our foundation, the Third and Long Foundation. Derek founded it, and of course, I've taken it over, and it's keeping his flame lit. Man, I just love every bit of it, and big hats off to the team, man. They did whatever they had to do to get it done.
I know you love Mahomes and Kelsey and all that stuff, but how gratifying was it to see the defense play the way they did all season long?
Well, the other championships, as a team, you would say, we had a great explosive offense, but what was intriguing to me throughout the whole year is that the defense showed up every weekend and week out. And what they did last week, I'm gonna tell you what, it was stunning to see, man. The constant pressure, the game plan, and they just stayed on him. They never let Purdy get comfortable with what he was doing, and they seized the moment.
What's it like to see this sea of red here at Union Station? Hundreds of thousands of people cheering on the Chiefs right now.
Unbelievable, man. As far as you can see back at that peak right there, they got people sticking their heads over. It's a wonderful feeling, look at the day. It's about 60 degrees.
Oh, that's great.
And you're going to take those hats off, but I know y'all represented it, but hey, man, it is a beautiful day today.
Everybody can't have their guns out like you, man.
No, man, it's just a wonderful day. I'm just taking it slow. I just got here. I mean, it took a while to get here, but I don't know how these people get in and get out, man. They must walk for a long way.
They arrive at like 2 in the morning, Neil.
Yes, exactly. Well, we appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely. Congratulations, guys. I appreciate it.
Neil Smith, one of the all-time greats. Been a part of one of these parades, unfortunately not in Kansas City. But yeah, that defense this year kind of reminded you of those great defenses of the 1990s with Neil and Derek Thomas and some of those guys.
Arguably one of the best linebacking cores in Chiefs history. And then you see what they managed to accomplish today, this linebacking core led by Drew Tranquill, Willie Gay, and several of the players there. They really were, I mean, the heart and soul of this defense, Mick.
They really were. They were great at so many levels and so many great additions. Drew Tranquill, Mike Edwards, Charles Omenihu. That's like heart kind of breaks for him a little bit, right? He really bought into Kansas City. Remember, he bought all the subscriptions to Peacock for all the fans when the Wild Card game was on that network. Really embraced Chiefs Kingdom. Got injured in that AFC Championship game. Wasn't able to play in the Super Bowl. Chiefs really missed him, I thought. That pass rush early on wasn't the same as what it was the rest of the season. They started to break through and finally kind of played their best defense, I felt, in the fourth quarter and in overtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining us, the parade is set to step off. As you see, the players, the coaches, and their families, they have boarded the double-deckers, and they will make that turn on Grand Street and make their way all the way down here to where we are right here at Union Station, where they will be greeted by a sea of red, hundreds of thousands of members of Chiefs Kingdom just to celebrate the back-to-back world champion Chiefs.
And I've said this before, but if you're just joining us, again, we have 12 different vantage points. Oh, look, there's Patrick.
That's a good one right there. That's the best vantage point right there.
And if you haven't watched our parades before.
You see what's on his hand, right?
He's got the other two rings on already.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember that last year's ring? It opened up, right? It was like a roof that opened up. How are they going to top that this year? All right, they popped up our coverage here on the Jumbotron. The crowd's going nuts.
They are watching. Yep, they got a shot of those buses, so the crowd knows that they are on their way. But again, if you haven't watched this before, our reporters are right there, and sometimes the players get off the buses.
Yeah.
We've gotten some great interviews, and they are just so excited. They're like little kids. It is fantastic to just see them enjoying. The season's over, now they just got to celebrate.
You think about all the hard work that went into this that dates back to 9-10 months ago, and the discipline they had to stay focused. I mean, you go back to last year, they were the last team playing, so they had the shortest off season, which made it all the more difficult. That's the reason why no one has repeated in 20 years until today.
And the NFL and all over professional sports, it's so guarded, right, all season long. You can't really let your hair down. You're worried about saying or doing the wrong thing. Here, these guys are letting their hair down, right, rolling the sleeves up, having no sleeves like Drew Tranquill. And you see more of their personalities, and they really do love interacting with the fans here on this route.
And I love seeing their significant others. With Travis Kelce, his mom is on the bus, we know. I mean, it's so much fun to see.
Hold that championship belt up, young man. We love to see it.
Oh, fantastic. I don't know if you guys caught earlier, Elise was saying hi when Travis was getting off one bus, getting on another, and he looked right at her and said, hey, thanks. So
they went back. They've been airing the game on the Jumbotron, too. They flipped back to the game, and guess what? McCole Hardman just caught a 3-yard pass for a touchdown.
I think
and he's blacking out right now. Okay, now he's back. Now he knows what he did.
I think some days later he realizes that was the game-winning touchdown.
That's a life-changing touchdown for him, right?
It certainly was. Talk about somebody who didn't have the productivity that we may have been used to when it came to McCole. He really didn't have that in New York. It was kind of a down year for him, but he really stepped up when needed most.
Well, he and MVS both. That was kind of like a redemption story for both of them, you know? Certainly. I mean, when it counted, they came in, they were clutch, and, you know, all the more reason for them to be celebrating along with their teammates
today. How about this? The last 4 touchdowns scored in the Super Bowl by Chiefs were by McCole Hardman, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Sky Moore, and Kadarius Toney. Okay, last 2 Super Bowls. Probably 4 of the most criticized players on the team this year. Goes to show you, I mean, it's a long season. You have peaks and valleys, good times and bad times. Doesn't matter in the end, these guys, and there's always an unlikely hero in the Super Bowl. The unlikeliest of guys can come through, and they have for the Chiefs these last 2 years.
And I think that really talks to the mental fortitude that you have to have despite those downs, you know, and I'm sure 15 played a role in that, Big Red and the entire coaching staff, to make sure their head was still in the game despite a lot of those drop passes, despite a lot of that critique that you heard this year on the Chiefs, especially the receiver corps.
You know, we're talking about heroes all season long. How about Harrison Butker? And then watching that Super Bowl, and seeing a Super Bowl record set for the 49ers when they kicked that field goal. And then Butker said, no, hold my drink. I'm coming in, guys.
That lasted for 25 minutes of game time. That's it, that record.
Unbelievable, but.
And what a year he's had. I mean, this guy has turned into the best kicker in the game. He missed 2 field goals all season long. No PATs, was perfect in the postseason. One of those field goals he missed, by the way, was in New England with those deflated footballs, right? So I'm not going to count that one.
No, it doesn't
the
count.
only one he missed was, I'm going to count, was on Christmas Day, where everything went wrong for the Chiefs. Other than that, he was absolutely perfect. And let's run down the clutch kicks he's had to make in Super Bowls the last 2 years. The game winner, of course, against the Eagles. He sent the game into overtime this year and was able to give Patrick Mahomes one last chance in overtime, and it worked out.
Guys, the bus is moving slowly south of the river, and pretty soon it'll be here in Union Station. Let's not say pretty soon, Mick. We do know
Probably an
they
hour.
start for quite some time, and they walk a little bit. They high-five the crowd that's been here since yesterday, some of them. In fact, there were folks that were here during our 10 o'clock broadcast last night.
Which is crazy, but it shows you just how much this fan base loves these players, that they're willing to camp out overnight. They just want to be close. They just want to see it happen in person, and who could blame them? What an exciting season, and so many guys on this team with great storylines. It just makes you root for them, you know?
And there you see the crowd awaiting as they make their way here. Again, it could be about an hour or so before they are here on the stage.
But it's mere moments before they run into one of our crews there at 6th and Grand, 8th and Grand, 9th, 10th, 12th and Grand. So we have people stationed all along the route, as Caitlin and Kevin have mentioned, 12 different locations, and we are inside the ropes.
And these are the moments that you really want to see, because these are kind of those candid moments that our crews will capture.
And, you know, eventually they will be right here behind us at Union Station for that rally. I think we have Taylor and Lindsay somewhere along there, and maybe they're getting a better look.
They're at the starting point, so they'll be the first to see it. In fact, let's toss it to our morning team, Taylor and Lindsay. Hard at work. I know you guys are burning that oil.
Hey, Kev, good morning. Yeah, we see them lined up. I mean, they're poised, ready to go any minute now.
Yeah, we had an event staff member just come up and go, 4 minutes.
That's right.
4 minutes until they're ready to start. It is a fever pitch here. All the crowd around here has been here for hours, and they are so excited just to get more excited. They can't wait
They're
to lose
holding
it
a football with
whenever
the
they come
Sharpie
through.
just poised over the top of it, ready to
And
side.
we have a little bit more room this year. In years past, the last 2 times we've done this,
Yep.
we've been up on the riser, which is where we've been all throughout the morning. But this year we are down on street level, hoping to be able to do the same thing that Elisa did and grab those players as they walk by and give them a chance to speak directly to you.
So that's what we're here. We're getting anytime somebody hops off a bus and goes to talk to the fans, we're going to take you right there. We're going to ask them how they're feeling on this Super Bowl championship parade. Beautiful day in Kansas City. We are getting ready to start any moment with so much. I think Chiefs Kingdom is all here. We've filled in every possible space around us now. There's no empty spot anymore.
And the football throwing has stopped, too.
Yes.
That's a sign that things are about to happen, because all throughout the morning, people on both sides of Grand here have been tossing footballs back and forth to each other. As we mentioned earlier, law enforcement's been helping with that, and now it's like, hey, let's go ahead and keep
the calm
football.
before the party.
Let's wait and keep those up,
Yeah.
because we are just a couple of minutes away from getting started. As we
can't
mentioned
wait
just a
to see
moment
it.
ago, the event staff person told us 4 minutes about 2 minutes ago, so it should be started
Oh,
really
my
anytime.
goodness.
I've been looking back this direction to see if I could see any of those double-decker buses. I can't see them back here this direction yet, but we can see, if I move out of the way, you can see police lining up there. You see all the motorcycles there.
Oh, I
that
see
will
the
be at
first
front
bus
of
with the
parade.
band on top. You see it just
Yep,
around the
okay,
corner.
here's the cheerleaders. You can see that first double-decker bus
Just
coming
around the
this
corner. Here we
direction.
go,
That's our
Kansas
first
City.
look. We're getting ready to get going. It's a perfect perspective. You see the flag there, and I cannot get over the sunshine and the weather this
Oh, it's
morning.
fabulous.
It's so much different than the first 2 times we did this.
There is no better place to be than Kansas City,
Yes.
Missouri, downtown right now. The parade getting started. Look at the police escort lined up in front to get this ready to go.
Here comes Eric Stone Street, I believe.
There we go. Oh! Big Chiefs fan, Eric Stone
Eric.
Street.
You have any thoughts for the Kingdom? This is KSHB Live.
Patrick Mahomes and the team. This is what Kansas City's getting used to, and how proud are we of the Chiefs.
The last 2 times we did this, it was very cloudy and gray outside. Not today. How's this weather, man?
It's perfect. You know, 3rd time's a charm in this generation, and can't wait to see the weather next year.
Perfect. Have fun today. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Here we
Chiefs
go.
Mega
Police
fan
escort
Eric
coming
Stone
through.
Street. Here comes the police department. Start me up. The song playing right now.
Confetti cannons off. picture perfect day.
Confetti alert. We got our first confetti kid.
Just beginning the parade, winding all the way down to Union Station. This crowd is so ready to party.
You see them pumping up the crowd there on the top of the bus. There's confetti. That's
there
the real
goes
deal.
the confetti. We love to see it. The Rumble. The drum line for the Chiefs, the Rumble, leading the way. The cheerleaders. Missouri and Army National Guard in there as well.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, man. This is incredible.
These massive flags coming through here, fantastic. This is the Kansas City Council we see here.
Kansas City Council coming through. Mayor Quentin Lucas. He stopped by to talk to us this morning.
Thanks, guys.
He said Kansas City was absolutely ready for this and talked about Kansas City's ascendancy. This is just one of many amazing things happening in the city this morning. The DJ coming through for the parade. Jackson County, Missouri Sports Complex Authority.
Hi, guys. Sports Complex Authority coming through. This looks
Here's
like
your
the
Jackson County legislature coming through.
Jackson County Executive Frank White coming through here. Kansas Governor
Laura Kelly.
How about that?
We're still waiting to see if we can see a peek of the players' buses coming through. Here's Missouri Governor Mike Parson. Man, so often everybody's bundled up in coats.
Right.
Not today.
Right, not
It's
today. The
amazing.
layers are coming off every minute it goes on, there's a little bit more of that. The sun is blazing on half the crowd. It's pretty incredible.
Another DJ coming through, hyping up this crowd, but my goodness, they're already so hyped.
We need more DJs, honestly. I'm going to have DJs drive around in front of me everywhere I go.
Here we go. Here's the first double-decker bus rounding the corner behind these next two vehicles. Oh! Is anybody gonna get off?
Lindsay, in many of these cases, we're waiting to see the banner on the sides of the truck. We're seeing the front of the truck before we see who's all on it.
Guys, congratulations!
Wow.
Hey, here's Casey Wolf.
There's Casey Wolf coming up right now. He's hard to miss.
Yes, he is.
He's the tallest guy in the parade.
He brought his Elvis costume to Vegas, I saw.
I did see that. He was absolutely living it up big time in Vegas.
He's got a big wardrobe.
Well, you've got to.
There we go.
There's Mitch Holtis.
Hey, Mitch Holtis,
congratulations.
voice of the Chiefs. How you doing?
Congratulations.
Look at these buses, champions back to back, right on the front.
I mean, not a lot of cities have their own theme song, but Vegas has a great one to celebrate
This
with.
is magic.
We should have asked how many thousands of pounds of confetti. They told us last year it was several thousand, and we were already, I think, well into it already this time.
I mean, we were in this spot last year, and we've been still digging confetti out of, like, bags and everything a full year later, and we can't wait to do it again. Look at this.
Man, what a vibe today. What a vibe
Could
today.
not ask for a more perfect day in Kansas City for
gosh. More of the Chiefs cheerleaders coming through.
this. Beautiful day in February. Oh, throw it out.
Hats. We're throwing
Throwing
hats
some
again.
hats to the crowd. Wow.
Lindsay, I think we still have mostly friends and family, a lot of them coming through. Often Clark Connor and Andy Reid is at the front of the actual team.
That's right.
So we'll have to wait and see if we can see them soon. Normally they let the Lombardi Trophy lead the way of the team coming through. I see the Lombardi Trophy. We have
There it is.
with Clark Hunt.
Clark Hunt at the
And
front.
there's the Lombardi Trophy right on the front. How about that?
There she is, Kansas City. That Lombardi is ours again.
Absolutely.
Back
and
to
gleaming
back.
in sunlight for the first time this year.
It's shining a little brighter today. Head coach Andy Reid. Clark
coach
Hunt
Andy
and the
Reid.
Lombardi Trophy.
Congratulations.
Oh, some candy coming off the bus too. Thank you very much. We're waiting to see you guys if anybody's gonna hop off the bus as soon as.
Harrison Butker at the
Yes.
top of this bus.
Right up front. At least
Special
talk to him
teams
right before we go on the bus.
Look at that.
A sea of confetti over our Kansas City Chiefs
Tommy
as they're
Townsend
beginning
there
the
with
parade.
him, wearing a Kansas City Royals jersey, Tommy Townsend.
Here we go, Red Kingdom playing.
Time for some Tech 9, I think.
Yep. Every person in this crowd knows every word of this song. Oh yeah, everybody's singing.
Look at the crowd react to this song. It's so great. We have players on foot.
There's Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator. Oh! Hey, congratulations!
So we have a little bit of a break now before the next double-decker bus. That was obviously, I think, a linebacker bus that went through here. I saw Drew Tranquil and Willie Gay. I saw Leo Chanel. That was a very, very active bus during the Super Bowl, so it was great to see them come through so early.
Look at this crowd, too. It's amazing. Here we go.
We're continuing to watch. We know which bus Patrick Mahomes is on, which number bus. And we're waiting to see. They are numbered at the front. It's still several until we get to that number. He's supposed to be on bus number 40. We're watching for that whenever it comes through. More of the defensive staff, some of the coaches coming through right now. They absolutely earned their flowers for this parade day. They had an incredible playoff run.
I mean, we saw t-shirts that said, "In Spags, we trust," right?
Absolutely. Signed to a new contract extension today, the Chiefs say, which is great news for all
There's
of
the "In
Chiefs
Spags, we
Kingdom.
trust" t-shirt at San Miguel. Hey!
Sneed there.
Ladarius Sneed. Here we go.
There's George Karlaftis on the top of that bus going by.
Let's see George Karlaftis, yep.
More DJs coming through.
I know,
Got
I
an
love the
army of DJs.
spread out. They're keeping the party going the whole way to Union Station. Oh, the bus stops. Oh, doors are opening. Is somebody getting off? The next round of double-decker buses making their way down.
Just incredible. Who we got here? I see Trent McDuffie up there. Oh, look at them. They are having fun. You can tell. Willie Gay Jr. just ran through here. We gave the mic to him. He said, Willie Gay for Channel 41. It was really, really cool. This crowd is just going insane. This is the moment they've been waiting for. Seeing all their favorite players right in front of their faces. It's so cool to have them cheer on the team that they've been cheering for all season and celebrate together. We really are celebrating together. Who have we got here? Oh, look how cool that is. Hey guys, how cool is that? That is awesome. You know, we saw some Chiefs cheerleaders come through. I think I saw Tech 9 come through. It's been really fun to see the crowd just get pumped up, seeing all these people come by. I'm going to send it back to you, Taylor and Lindsay, because I'm sure there are so many more people coming your way.
There's McCole Hardman on this bus, at the back of this bus that just went through us. That's McCole Hardman there at the back. We expect the bus carrying Patrick Mahomes to come through any moment now. They're up to that in the number.
We've
but
seen
we've got
so many
a big
defensive players come
gap
through.
here between buses a little bit.
Yep, we had Harrison Bucker come through. They're coming like 2 and 3 at a time. The Lombardi came through. All right, we're not seeing anything around the corner just yet.
I think we can check back in with our crews further up because right now they're getting those buses coming through a whole new level of fans. We've got a little bit of a break in the action before the next round of buses come through.
What a beautiful start to the parade. My goodness, this is amazing. Everybody's in such great spirits. The confetti's like floating.
Perfect day.
It's perfect. Here we go. Here's another red double-decker bus around the corner. Just turning up onto Grand.
Trey, what do you have to say to the fans who came out here to celebrate with you?
Man, thank you so much, Chiefs Kingdom. You're the best fans in the NFL. Couldn't ask for any better fans than this. This is amazing.
It is amazing. Oh my gosh, how do you feel? Let's 3 times now.
I mean, it's unbelievable. God's blessed me beyond belief. You know, let's have fun. Let's go party, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's go.
Go party. Have fun, Trey. Oh, those guys are great. How cool was that to see Trey just come on through and, you know, high five and see everyone? How fun was that?
That was amazing.
That was amazing. I mean, you should see these kids' faces. There are just smiles plastered across them. It's incredible. Taylor, Lindsay, you got some more people coming through?
Round of double-decker buses coming through, and we know Patrick Mahomes is going to be on one of these last buses. We've had the Lombardi Trophy come through. We've had head coach Andy Reid. We've had Steve Spagnuolo come through, Harrison Butker, a lot of the players.
We've got quite a few people on foot, though, it looks like, coming up soon.
Yes. Oh, you got to fight for your right to party just got queued up. Maybe that's a clue. They're getting closer. We're still waiting to see Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And if any of them will get off the bus right here, we are going to be ready if they do.
I'm great. 2-time world champ, back-to-back. It's lit. We love the city.
Mecole Hardman, you did the winning touchdown. How does it feel?
I feel great. We out here celebrating, baby. Yes, sir.
What do you got to say to Chiefs Kingdom?
I love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
We love you, Chiefs Kingdom. Rasheed Rice is right there, my SMU guy. Look at this. All these families coming through. You guys, they are loving it. They are on foot, running around, high-fiving all their fans. Oh my gosh, it's just incredible to see. And these girls that I talked to earlier with the friendship bracelets, oh yeah, you know they're throwing them out there, trying to get them to as many Chiefs as possible. We're going to send it back to you for now as we wait for more to come along.
Here we go.
We got more players on foot. We believe this is Patrick Mahomes' bus. We see Brett Veach. Hey, you're on live on 41. Say hey. They're hard to catch. See Mark Donovan there. Mark, congratulations.
Mark Donovan, Brett Veach up there. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Patrick Mahomes. There's Mama Kelce.
Patrick
Hello,
Mahomes right there.
Donna Kelce.
Patrick
hey,
Good
give
to see
me one.
you.
Congratulations.
Travis Kelce there on the back of that bus as well.
Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Brittany Mahomes, Donna Kelce, all on the bus that just drove by.
Thank you.
right, we're going to take things over here at Union Station. As you see, 15, a lot of big wigs on that bus, 15. Kelsey, Mama Kelsey was there as well. It is so nice, though, Caitlin, to see the O-line get some love, as we saw Trey Smith earlier with that championship belt.
Absolutely. They're the ones protecting Patrick. They've got a big job to do, right?
Yep, and then you saw the receiving corps rocking those chains, those Super Bowl diamond-encrusted chains that you know they had to cop and buy prior to kickoff.
They knew. They knew. Chiefs Kingdom knew. Hey, as we're watching right now, we're here at Union Station, and this crowd is watching the parade on the screen behind us, and you can hear them getting excited when they see the players, those close-ups. That's so much fun to get to see these guys just kind of letting loose and enjoying the moment.
Chiefs Kingdom is here representing in full effect. If you are not here, you are missing out, but we're going to bring it to you as best as we can here in the heart of Chiefs Kingdom right now for the celebration. We're actually joined by a special guest as well, the city manager, Brian Platt. How come you aren't on the bus with the mayor? That's the one question right there.
I got a job to do. We got to make sure this place is looking clean, everyone's being safe, and we're having a good time.
How long did you have to start planning for an event this huge?
Every time the Chiefs are in the playoffs, we start planning. We are weeks ahead of this kind of moment. You can't wake up on Monday morning after a Super Bowl and say, let's put a stage together, let's get buses, let's get everything organized. We've got hundreds of people out all day today, all day yesterday, making sure that everything's in the right place, planning the route, making sure there's safety protocols in place. There's so many people working, so many moving parts right now. It's a weeks-long process.
Brian, you're fairly new to the kingdom. You've been here a few years now. How does this compare to other fan bases?
There is nothing like this in the entire world. Kansas City is the hottest city in the world right now. I am so blessed and honored to be a part of this team right now.
And so are we as we look at the Lombardi Trophy and the Hunt family. Another one to add to the trophy case. This is just a proud moment for all the Chiefs Kingdom.
Oh, and Big Red and Miss Tammy looking fashionable as always, and Tavia standing by there. Oh, I love to see the players, the coaches, their families enjoying this moment. And this crowd has been electric. You know, it helps that it's back-to-back Super Bowls. First time we've done that since, or first time a team has done that in the NFL, I should say, since 2003. We've got a 60-degree day here. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day for a parade.
It is a beautiful day, so beautiful. You see some of the players taking their shirts off right now. Don't worry, Chiefs Kingdom. You ain't gonna worry about us right here. We're gonna keep our shirts on, but we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna celebrate in the 60-degree weather right there as we see the Lombardi, and it's inching its way closer and closer and closer to where we are here at Union Station in the stage.
Yeah, a reminder, we've got 12 different vantage points bringing you different shots as that parade makes its way down here. And then don't forget the rally. I think that's why this area is so packed, because they want to see that rally when the players take the stage. We're guessing, what is Travis Kelce going to say this year? I mean, we know he's going to say, fight for your right to party. But what else, Kevin? What's your prediction?
We shall see. You know, he's so unpredictable, it's really hard to say. I wasn't expecting the Master P reference last year.
All right, well, we've got sports reporter Mackenzie Nelson, who is live on the parade route. Let's toss things over to her right now.
Hey, guys, yeah, we just saw Andy Reid and Tammy and Clark Hunt and Tavia Hunt, their family, on the first bus that just passed by us. Now we've got special teams. You're looking right at special teams coordinator and assistant head coach Dave Tobe, Harrison Butker. You got James Winchester up there. Everybody's so excited. We haven't seen any of the guys get off the bus yet, but they are cheering. They are throwing things to fans, and they are excited to be here. We've got a big gap between those three buses that just went by us, and we're waiting this next bus that's still about 2 blocks away from where we are. Fans have just been going crazy as these buses go by. We saw the Lombardi. It was on that first bus with head coach Andy Reid and Clark and Tavia Hunt, and man, did fans go crazy. That third Lombardi trophy back here in Kansas City. A lot to be excited about, a lot to be proud of being in Kansas City, being a Chiefs fan. And man, we're gonna wait a little bit for this next bus to come down so I can tell you who we've got next. But for now, I'll toss things back over to you, and I'll keep you posted because they are making their way down here. It's just gonna be a minute.
All right, Mac, thanks so much. You see Drew Tranquil right there. And how important is it, Mick, for someone to rock the green dot?
Very important. You're the quarterback of the defense, right? And it wasn't just him, but Nick Bolton. But Nick Bolton got injured a couple times this season, and Drew Tranquil stepped right in and played just as good.
All right, we got KSHB 41 news reporter Caroline Hogan also along the route. Caroline, where are you? What are you seeing?
What am I am not seeing. My goodness, we got a whole busload of folks coming through here right now. It's just incredible. Just up ahead, I saw Patrick Mahomes. I'm sure. Oh, there he is. He's right there. There's our MVP, folks. Just hyping the crowd up right next to Brittany. Having the best time of his life. How fun is that? Wow. You got Travis wearing the W belt because they are winners. Back to back, as you can see. Back to back. Hey, guys. How fun is this? We got the band coming through, more Chiefs cheerleaders, and the whole area is just pumped up. It's incredible. It's truly unlike anything I've ever seen, Kevin.
We're reporting live, Channel 41, KSHB. Willie Gay Jr. here with the world champs, two-time world champs for me, that is.
Tell me how it feels.
Hey, watch me run down the street. That'll let you know how it feels.
That was Chiefs linebacker Willie Gay running through the streets, talking with fans. He is carrying a bottle of something. I won't tell you what it is, but man, is he excited. We're gonna get some more players coming this way. We've got Tommy Townsend rocking a Royals jersey. I'll try and snag him in a second when he makes his way down here.
Hey guys, welcome back out to 16th and Grand. It's been absolutely electric. Right when we started seeing the Hunt family go through, the crowd went wild. How was that? What was it like to see them? Woo! That was amazing, wasn't it? We're just waiting for the next buses to roll down, but you guys, it has been absolutely beautiful to go through this morning with you guys. It's so good to be with you. If you're watching from home, thanks for tuning in. But this is the moment all of the players have been waiting for. They've been locked in and focused all season, and now they get to just relax and have fun. Here we go. We got some more players coming down. What's it like?
This is way better than LA. Hey, this is way better than LA. Did you say it's way better than LA?
Look at everybody go crazy. I was talking to some of the children over there. They brought their Sharpies and they are ready to go. They got helmets and football. They want to get signed today. Hopefully they'll walk away with some memorabilia today. But you guys, we're just waiting for the next buses to come down. It smells and it looks and it feels like Kansas City. It smells like a barbecue. It smells like beer. We got Taylor Swift playing. They were blasting Love Story earlier. What a time to be alive here in Kansas City, you guys. We'll send it back to you.
It's way better than LA, I promise you that.
Why? Tell me why.
Oh my gosh, look at these fans. You don't do this, doesn't happen in LA.
You seem like
Chiefs Kingdom. I'm having a great time. Chiefs Kingdom, hey. 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 What's up? What's up? Hey, we're stacking Lombardi trophies. Let's go.
That was Chiefs Drew Tranquil, obviously very excited. I'm just gonna let these guys take my job. They just want the mic. I'm gonna let them just go ahead and take it away, guys. Drew Tranquil obviously joining the Chiefs for the first season and winning a Super Bowl. Happy to be here. I don't know if you guys heard him, but he said this was way better than LA. The streets are packed. Here we got Leo Chenal. How does it feel to be here?
We back to back, man. Ain't no feel like it. Best fans in the league.
These guys are so pumped. He's got a nice Super Bowl jacket on there. Fans are so excited to see these guys. These guys are so hyped, so pumped. Back-to-back Super Bowl champs. It doesn't get any better than that. Unless they three-peat. You know, we heard them say that was the goal for next year. It's too early to talk about that. Let's let them enjoy this parade day for now, guys.
How about that? Drew Tranquil taking the mic from Mackenzie and hyping up that crowd there. I love it. Willie Gay Jr. doing the same thing earlier.
Screaming, this is way better than LA, because Chiefs Kingdom, it is way better than LA.
Yeah.
Of course, you Tranquil, the former Charger, but none of that matters right now.
They had a parade in LA a couple of years ago. That was for the Rams. Okay, that was for the Rams. One for the Chargers. Haven't had one of those ever for them. So yes, so many of these guys coming over like Drew Tranquil, Mike Edwards, Charles Omenihu, that really embraced Justin Reed a couple of years ago that really embraced Chiefs Kingdom and all this success because they've seen the other side. They've been to other places where they don't win, and they seem to appreciate it even more than others coming over here and hoisting these Lombardi trophies.
The voice of the Chiefs right there. I mean, talent is one thing, but culture is another. You can have all the talent in the world and still not be here and have a celebration like we are today. It also has to do with the coaching staff, with the mentality.
Absolutely. We've seen Coach Reed. We've seen Spags up there on the bus. And again, if you're just joining, he got that contract extension, which is huge for the Kingdom. I mean, that defense just really stepped up this season in a major way.
Well, and Andy Reid's already talked about it. He hadn't even thought about it. He hasn't even thought about retiring. It sounds like Steve Spagnuolo is still going strong. A lot of gas in the tank there, too.
All right, folks, the parade is well underway. We have a moment before it ends here at Union Station. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, and come back with your championship parade on KSHB 41, your home of the Chiefs.
Feel the love during the Helzberg Diamonds Valentine's Day sale. Take up to 50% off. Shop fine jewelry gifts that will take their breath away. Enjoy amazing savings that would make Cupid blush. Only at Helzberg Diamonds.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Isaiah, meat manager, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we hand select our beef, choosing only the finest cattle from the Midwest, which guarantees you get the most flavorful choice and prime steaks. So, for the best beef around,
leave it to the pros.
Welcome back to the Chiefs Kingdom Champions Parade on your home of the Chiefs, KSHB 41. Now, let's head back to downtown Kansas City.
Sunk in yet?
Not yet. It's almost there, though. So we just wait, man, trying to enjoy this time.
Congratulations, enjoy it.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the livest party you're going to find any side of the Mississippi.
Let's listen in.
All right, looks like we just had McCole Hardman. There you have Willie Gay greeting the crowd. And this is the fun part right here. As we mentioned at the top of this broadcast some hours ago, the buses are boarded by position groups, but by the time they get off and they greet the crowd and they high-five and talk to everybody, you can have a special teams guy with the quarterback, for all we know.
We're seeing buses here ourselves finally here as they've made the turn here on Pershing, turning back up toward the Union Station entrance.
It seems like this is a little quicker than years past, Mick. Yeah, the double-decker bus is making their way here to Union Station, and in a matter of minutes, the players will be here on the stage, and they will get this crowd even more hyped than it is right here.
Some buses go quicker than others, right? The announcer bus, maybe the cheerleader bus, right? The coaches that aren't going to get off and take their shirts off and sign autographs.
How about that brother right there, Joshua Williams? He had a big season last year, a little quiet this year, but he really is part of the heart and soul of this Chiefs secondary.
He is part of that sophomore class of the Chiefs secondary, right? And a guy that made a huge play on special teams, blew up the punt return of Ray McLeod early on in that game. Special teams was so big in this game for Kansas City, not just with the Butker field goals, but also with the punting and the mistakes that the 49ers made.
Now, who is that in the bear mask, helmet? I'm not sure what to use there, but...
You got me. I know faces, not torsos.
More and more players getting off the bus, and I wonder if we'll see more of that because it's so nice. You remember last year was pretty cold at this time of year, but now they're enjoying this and just living in the moment. You can see that split screen there, and you can see the coaches, and you can see Clark Hunt and Tavia and Coach Reed and Miss Tammy.
And the confetti continues to fly in the air as these double-decker buses make that turn over there on Pershing. This is so awesome to see that Lombardi trophy right there and what it means to Chiefs Kingdom, what it means to this organization, what it means to the Hunt family. You got to remember, this is the first season without Norma Hunt here. One of the first ladies of the NFL, one of the matriarchs of the Chiefs. She's been to every Super Bowl except for this one, and to bring this home for Norma, it means all the more, I'm sure, to Clark Hunt and the entire organization.
Speaking of sensational sophomores, George Karlaftis had a great year, right? Really coming on as a defensive end pass rusher in this league. Had a big fumble recovery in that game in the Super Bowl as well. So many guys made so many big plays in Super Bowl 58.
Just taking a moment to soak this in, even here at Union Station, where it is shoulder to shoulder. This crowd is absolutely packed, and it goes way back to the street on all sides here. I can't wait till the players come back here and take the stage, and we'll get to hear from Patrick and Coach Reed and Travis Kelce, and all your favorites will be up there, and that's always such a fun moment. Making a bus there.
Our crews are having fun along the parade route for us right now.
There we go. In Spags We Trust, there's Justin Reed wearing the belt as well. Well, those guys came over a couple years ago from Houston and has been such a big anchor and a big mentor in that secondary for these guys that have come along in years 1 and year 2.
And those T-shirts that he was selling, he was taking the proceeds to give to his foundation. That's another thing that's so neat about these Chiefs. I mean, they really are invested in this community, and so many of them have nonprofits and foundations, and they use their stardom, you know, to give back to the community they live in and then they love.
I don't care who you have allegiance to when it comes to your team. It's hard to root against Justin Reed and everything he's done in this community here with his J. Reed Indeed Foundation. And like you said, several of the players, they are so embedded and entrenched in this community, giving back to it. You love to see it.
So you see the offensive lineman there off the bus. Yeah, the linemen, they do work on the field. They're not afraid to burn some calories off the field, right? They're going to get off the bus, meet the people. They're the regular guys of the team.
Speaking of, you saw Mahomes on Twitter give a lot of love to Nick Allegretti, who we learned later played most of that game with an injury.
Unreal. He played with a torn UCL. Now, you hear that injury a lot in baseball, right? That's what usually leads to Tommy John surgery. You don't see it a lot in football, but with those offensive linemen, they're using their knees, their elbows, every part of them to fend off defenders, and he tore it, yet in the second quarter, and continued to play every single play of offense into overtime. 79 snaps for that guy. Doesn't surprise me one bit. He's Chicago. He's Chicago tough, you guys.
Illinois grad, and he was number 2 on the depth chart to start the season, right?
Yeah, well, he didn't play until Joe Tooney got hurt.
Exactly.
But he's a guy who could start for a lot of teams, but he's one of those guys that embraces the culture here in Kansas City and wants to be in Kansas City, and so far really hasn't looked for that other opportunity, and it's paid off. Got to start in the Super Bowl.
All right, a lot of them have now gotten off the buses. They're making their way to their seating right in front of the stage, and pretty soon the last bus will arrive, and they will take the stage.
Again, I don't know how pretty soon that's going to be. These guys are
about 20 minutes to
walking. Yeah, these guys are walking Red Street.
But this crowd here is getting hyped. I don't know if you can really hear this behind us, but
please welcome to the stage.
Let's listen in.
Tech 9.
Tech 9's about to perform here behind us on the stage. As you see Trent McDuffie there, wow, one of the big players on defense for Kansas City, made that huge play at the end.
Relax, you know, go Super Bowl, deep into the playoffs, but we're just trying to enjoy this. We've worked hard. I mean, the perseverance of the team's just...
I think it's been amazing so far. Amazing celebration. We brought a lot of the city out. Yeah, it's going good.
All these people excited to see you. How's that feel?
It's feel good. You know, to accomplish what we did throughout the season, I think this is what it's all about.
Has it sunk in yet?
It haven't. I got to get sober for it to sink in.
Thank you, Chris.
Been watching since a baby, so I'm representing KC-Mo. What? I'm representing KC-Mo. What? You ain't missing with KC-Mo. What? I'm born and raised in KC-Mo. What? Yeah. Hey, yo, hold on. Stop that. Steve, stop that. KC, we are here again, baby. And we're going to see each other again here next year, same time.
I think so.
Why is it important for you to be down on the ground right now with these fans and not just up in the bus?
I like to have fun. I like to interact with my fans. You know,
You know, I was in your neighborhood when they threw you a send-off party. How is that having neighbors like that?
Hey, you can't get that everywhere, I tell you that. Lord bless Kansas City.
Did they give you a little coming home party too?
No, they didn't. It was kind of late when I made it back, so I know everyone would sleep for work the next day.
Hashtag Vegas.
Hey, we own Vegas, baby.
Wait. Tell me about your Red Kingdom brace.
All the way to make you people happy. It's 3B, right?
3B. Enjoy.
So far.
Oh, it's the best in the world. Linebackers run the team, baby. Yeah, we do. Weird. We got Jack Cochran.
It's weird.
Cole Christensen right here.
It's weird because it's not one, baby. It's not one.
Best group in the world.
It's not one. It's two. It's two.
2 in a row.
And for some guys, it's 3. And we'll see what happens.
All right.
Welcome to the
We are watching as Drew Tranquill is signing so many different things. He has walked this entire length out here. All these people are just so excited. They are handing them everything they possibly can. Signs, hats, shoes, heads. I have seen someone had their head signed. They are now doing some jerseys. This is so much fun. I mean,
every people from Kansas City that get to enjoy it. And what a beautiful day to have it, right? It's awesome.
And we just found out about your contract extension. What does it mean to stay here? Why was it so important for you to be here in the Kingdom?
I'm blessed to be with really good people. And Andy and Clark Hunt, and I'm glad I wanted to stay, and I'm glad we're here for a little bit longer.
The defense was such a big part of this year, man.
And that's all the credit to those players that came together and did a great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Go enjoy it. Yep. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo enjoying the end of this parade route. We're at Pershing and Grand. Fans are fired up as we got more Chiefs headed this way.
We sign. And we make it. This round we got them in the lighthouse in the sacred. Tell everyone that we did that. Performing so well, got a big ratchet. So we gon' eat, they know we're Mr. Leo Street, cause we on beat without a click trash. You get one off, we gon' get some get back. Try to run off.
Guys, what do you want to say to Chiefs Kingdom?
Hey, this is way better than LA, I can tell you that much, baby. These streets are lined, there's millions of people here. It's a special moment. I'm about to take your mic from you. I mean, my goodness. Miami, got him. Buffalo, got him. In a blizzard, in the snow, Baltimore. Can't beat them big bad Wolves. No chance. We get after them. And then the big bad 49ers. Oh, coming in. Oh, this, that, and the other, man. Big Red, T Swift, and the boys came and took it. We took it, they didn't give us nothing. And we took it. I don't even have a voice right now. I love you guys. Hey, I love you guys. I love you guys.
Thank you, Drew. Appreciate that.
Understand me, fam? I'm so quick they can never really just be.
Kansas City one more time for Tech 9.
You got to think he would be a key target, a big target for the Chiefs to resign.
He's got to be.
Who, Snead?
Yeah, he's got to be. So, Mick, we were just talking earlier, and we saw L'Jarius Sneed greeting the crowd, signing autographs. You got to imagine that he will be a huge target for the Chiefs when it comes to re-signing players.
Same thoughts going through my head there as we saw Chris Jones talking to one of our reporters earlier as well. You have to wonder, is this one of the last Chiefs events that he'll be a part of? The numbers on one side or the other are going to have to change for him to come back to Kansas City. You saw him before the game. Got little hoops going on out there. That's all they play in the locker room, by the way, is a ton of basketball. Everybody's shooting all day long. Yeah, and so with Chris Jones, you saw the national anthem kind of hit him beforehand, right? The tears streaming down his face. You have to wonder what was going through his mind there. L'Jarius Sneed is going to be a big, target for the Chiefs to bring back here. He has turned into one of the best and most versatile defensive backs in the National Football League. So good. Indeed. He's so tough. He's so long, and hadn't allowed a touchdown to the postseason. There we go. He's on the ground.
Okay, looks like the shirt's going back on. That was Mahomes. I don't know if he's going to rip for us guys to the dad bods again.
He doesn't have a dad bod, by the way. That's so ridiculous. People are like, if you're not cut up, they call it a dad bod. Come on, I got a dad bod.
Patrick is on the ground. I think that's Brittany walking over there with him, maybe. Now that's one. Hopefully we get to hear from him. Hopefully one of our reporters can snag him as he's on the ground there.
As we mentioned earlier, this is the moment where the players can really let their hair down. It's 9 months of training, 9 months of discipline, and the games and the routine. This is the celebration, kind of the fruit of your labor. As you see Trey Smith right there, he was donning that championship belt earlier on the route.
And we know how much these moments mean to the fans who are down there, who have been waiting in line for hours to get a glimpse of their heroes. You know, these players they've been cheering on, through good times and bad all season long. What a celebration. We're talking about L'Jarius Sneed. His mom, I believe, moved to the area. They call her Mama Sneed, and a lot of our super fans have gotten to know her, and she has really embraced the fandom too, and it's just so neat to see the interaction between players, their families, and our fan base.
And these are the moments, these are the interactions that Chiefs Kingdom will remember forever, especially, when you go through the lowest of lows. People talk about the days of Lynn Elliott or the days of quarterbacks past, we won't name, but in the 80s and the 90s when times were rough. To now see the promised land and to see it over and over and over 3 times in the last 5 years. To talk about how the Chiefs have owned the AFC West for so many years, even dating back to the days of Alex Smith at the helm. This is really the heyday right now of Chiefs Kingdom, and it's as evidenced by the hundreds of thousands of people that are here to celebrate this team, rightfully so.
Hey, is that Pacheco I see on the ground
listen,
there?
Isaiah Pacheco even slaps fives violently, right? And hey, listen, you know what makes it worth it to get up at like 2 a.m. to get out here? Is slapping hands with Patrick Mahomes. If you're one of the few lucky ones to see him out there and get a high five from the quarterback.
Yeah, seeing so many of the players now who weren't out previously now getting out of the bus and running along there.
There you see Pacheco again. Pacheco, the 12th to last pick of his draft class.
He was only a few picks ahead of Brock Purdy, right, Mr. Irrelevant.
Wow.
So was very close to holding that title.
And then look at where they landed, ending the season, both of them. Pacheco, by the way, both of my girls, he said, after Mahomes and Kelsey, I think he is edging his way as a new fan favorite. Same with Rashee Rice. And again, we talked about Harrison Butker. I mean, he does not get nearly enough credit. He is truly phenomenal what he does. So many players to cheer for.
And speaking of, and look at this, pictures, autographs. These are moments that Chiefs Kingdom will just relish and live in. And you talked earlier about Rashee Rice. We're going to celebrate today and probably throughout the week, but I'm pretty sure in a week or two, it's back at work, back at training. And Patrick Mahomes already said, him and Rashee Rice, they're both in Texas. They're going to train together to try and do what's never been done in NFL history, a three-peat.
Hey, if there's a team that could do it, you sure would bet it would be this team too.
Yeah.
We talked about their defensive line and how young they are. The average age on the D-line, 25, I believe? So youngest in the NFL. A lot of good years ahead of them.
How cool is it to be able to touch
Everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, we turned.
All these fans have been waiting for you.
It's crazy. I got to go sign some more autographs. I love the fans.
Patrick Mahomes' reaction to that walk-off touchdown as he slid down and put his hands over his eyes. And for once, it was almost like he impressed himself, or like he couldn't believe what he just did, because for so long, it's all of us being in awe of him. And at that moment, he's like, wait a second, I just threw a walk-off touchdown to win the Super Bowl and go back-to-back for the first time in 20 years. It's almost like the moment overtook even him.
You think about going in the backyard and playing in the backyard. Those are the type of moments you dream of.
And especially him, he's the biggest sports fan I know, right? He is the biggest sports fan he knows. He knows everything about the NBA, about baseball, about college football. He's paying attention to high school football games. He goes to Matt Nagy's son's football games at Blue Valley West. Will show up there. He loves watching any kind of sport. Of course, he's so invested in soccer in this community as well, not only with his ownership of Sporting Kansas City, but he and Brittany being owners of the Kansas City Current as well.
I'll tell you what else was cool about that moment. You saw Patrick Mahomes kind of in awe after that play. McCole Hardman kind of blacked out. There was a moment, if you go back and look at that video with Travis Kelce, he does his route and he looks at the Jumbotron, the big screen.
He was
and
watching
watches it unfold.
Well, he knew he wasn't one of the two options on the play, so he did his deal. He kind of set, not really a pick, but got in the way of people, then looked up at the Jumbotron to see who was getting the ball, and he raised his hands when he saw it was McCole in the end zone.
This is what dreams are made of, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's enjoy this moment.
Back to, Kelce gets knocked for his blocking, and not rightfully so. One of the big plays of the game in that overtime was Rashee Rice. And if you watch the replay, it's Kelce standing out there just getting a little nudge, not too forcefully to incur a penalty on a crackback block, but he really sprung Rice on that play. And the reason he was mad at Andy Reid is not because he wasn't in the game to catch the ball or get the ball. He was supposed to be blocking out there on that play where Noah Gray was, and Noah Gray's guy got past him and caused a fumble on Pacheco. That's why he was mad. He wanted to be out there to block for his teammate.
Wow.
And you saw Andy talking about it at the podium and saying, I love that guy. There was no bad blood there, and he loves Travis's passion for the sport and his desire to be out there.
Let's keep a camera on Leo Chanel, because last year this guy scaled a bus, right? Like Spider-Man style, right? He just went up the double-decker bus and just onto the top of us. So make sure we keep an eye on him, and what a huge Super Bowl he had. Unreal.
He really stepped up to the plate. So he was one of my favorite moments after the Super Bowl on the field. He, his wife, and their 15-month-old daughter, and just seeing them hugging and then sharing in that celebration for a brief moment before the craziness at the locker room at the podium, but just nice as could be.
Yeah, caused a fumble, got a mitt on that PAT block.
I did not forget it was Valentine's Day. I mean, what's going on?
City,
where y'all at?
and I'm lit.
Where y'all at?
I was here like 2020, and I was on the side. Now I'm here. This is crazy.
Congratulations.
He's coming.
Oh.
Caitlin, to your earlier point, the three of us, we have all witnessed those moments on the field after the Chiefs have hoisted the Lombardi Trophy. Let's listen in.
Oh, there's Felix Anudike-Uzomah, a guy who made a play in the Super Bowl. Got to play in the Super Bowl with the injury to Charles Omenihu. And good to see the local kid who, hey, right here at Union Station, he was drafted in the first round about 9 months ago.
It's one thing to see the confetti flying on the field after they hoist Lombardi. It's another to see it right here in the heart of the kingdom, because everyone can take part in this moment. Everyone can feel as if they matter and they're a part of the kingdom. This is the ultimate moment right here. This is why people line up as early as 9 o'clock last night, 10 o'clock last night, to get that autograph, to touch that hand, to touch Lombardi, to take a picture of Patrick with Patrick.
Well, you think about it, any given 1,000 fans can be inside Arrowhead at the Super Bowl. Only, 60 or 70,000 millionaires can be inside the Super Bowl. But here, it's unlimited capacity, basically. You can have hundreds of thousands.
Besides the win, I would say be able to look my teammates in the eyes, and, we did it. After a long season, shortest off-season NFL history, just be able to say we did it. We climbed that mountain, prove people wrong. We got the best fans in the league. And that's it right there.
Tell me about playing in Allegiant Stadium. What was it like to bring it home in the home of the Raiders?
Hey, I just thank them for their nice facilities, letting us use it. It was a beautiful thing, and you know, it's always cool. You know, it's a great rivalry, and you know, it's an honor to play there.
How many kids have been asking for your signature today?
You know, too many to count. You know, you want to make everybody happy, and I appreciate every single person that's come out, and it's been a blast. I'm sweating here, and you know, I love it. It's beautiful weather.
With a heck of a game, how do you even improve upon this for next year? How does the team, how do you get even better?
You know, back to back, a three-peat, you know, that'd be history. And, you know, a lot of guys after the game, that's all they were talking about, man. We got to do this. We got to make history here. And, you know, that's a testament to who we have in the locker room, the coaches, everybody. You know, everybody's not thinking about the rest. They want to win.
So the locker room talk right now is not, hey, let's celebrate. It's, hey, let's do it again.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know, it's a balance right now. You got to celebrate. You know, take that balance. You know, you got to. It's a long season, but yeah, we're looking to repeat.
Anything else you want to say to Chiefs Kingdom here?
Hey, I love you, Chiefs Kingdom. Thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Leo Chanel, I mean, no one's having more fun than the linebackers and the entire defensive crew, I think. First of all, you have to have a screw loose, right, to play NFL on TV. You're running 20 miles an hour.
One champions, once again. It's crazy.
Going for the three-peat.
Go, you already know. That's always the goal. That's always the goal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really never faltered this season at all.
And how great that they can enjoy this moment there, you know? I mean, enjoy what they contributed to the team and the success we saw. Wait, who's Megan talking to? Let's listen in.
Is that McCole there? There he is, the man of the moment. What a night he had.
Start the year, then you catch a game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl to win it, man. Can you reflect on your journey?
Up and downs, highs and lows, baby. But we persevere. God, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank God for everything. But, man, it's been a roller coaster, man. I don't want it to happen no other way.
When you look at this crowd, man, what are the emotions? What are the emotions of this crowd seeing this?
Best fans in the world, man. I love Chiefs Kingdom. They always go through me. When I first got drafted, so I love this fan base, man. It means everything.
You going for the three-peat?
Man, if I come back next year, that's definitely the goal.
McCole Hardman, man, go enjoy it, man. Yep.
All right, we've been listening, and as Aaron Ladd has been talking to McCole Hardman, and we were saying before that he got to return to Kansas City a hero. You know, I mean, there were some moments where there were doubters, and, you know, he took some heat on social media, but all is forgiven after that catch.
I mean, by all accounts, this season was not necessarily what we would deem a productive one for McCole Hardman, but he showed up when it mattered most.
247th in receiving in the NFL this year, right? 247th. Yet he was able to come out and make the play of the postseason and one of the greatest plays in Super Bowl history, a walk-off touchdown. Only been done once before that.
All right, so the players are making their way here, and it may be some time before all of the roster makes its way here to Union Station. But just to set the stage for you, the podium is front and center. I think typically we'll hear from Mitch Holtis. We'll hear from Clark Hunt, several of the leadership.
We'll hear from Travis Kelce. I can't wait to see what he has planned.
That's what everyone is waiting to hear, what he will say, what the theme will be this year. Also lined up backstage from our vantage point, we can see the Rumble Squad, so they'll be getting the crowd hyped in just a bit. But
it's funny, like last year you had the Kelce Bowl, we had Jason and Travis, right? You couldn't really imagine more attention being placed on Travis. Well, this year it was a boatload more of attention just with the
I wonder
Taylor
why.
Swift deal all season long, and he talked about it at the Super Bowl of, like, you know, I've learned what worldwide fame is about, right? And how that works. And Travis and Patrick Mahomes even joked about it. He's like, I love it. He's taking so much of the spotlight off of me. Mahomes has been the face and still is the face of this team now, but Travis Kelce is known worldwide now.
But, you know, there were some people who doubted and said that's going to take away from your ability to focus on your playing on the field, and he didn't. He didn't let it take away from him, and he not only performed on the field, especially in postseason, he also remained a team leader. And you hear about those speeches he gives to his teammates and how he fires them up.
Well, and he had a tough December. Those last 5 or 6 games of the regular season, he didn't produce much. That's why he didn't get to 1,000 yards for the first time in, what, 8 seasons.
I was just going to ask you your thoughts on him not playing that final game.
I think it was huge. I was upset about it. I'm like, hey, one pass will get you 16 more yards, get your 1,000 yards. He wasn't about that. He sat out the entire game, and it was like a 29-year-old Travis Kelce all over again there in the playoffs. He had his best games of the season in the postseason.
Yeah, that rest really paid off.
Team accolades way more important than individual. This team sacrifices so much on and off the field so that we can have moments just like this.
And I want to encourage you, if you haven't, one of our sports reporters, Mackenzie Nelson, was in the locker room right after the Super Bowl win. She has some great video on social media. Aaron Len has some great video. But those moments where they're celebrating immediately after and, you know, champagne is flying. But again, he had a moment where he was...
Always.
Shortly after you celebrate with your teammates, celebrate with your family.
Patrick Mahomes.
Just a few days ago, the family members on the field. Now we're just one big happy family that stretches all the way from 6th and Grand to Union Station.
Blaine Gabbert there, speaking of that game against the Chargers where Kelce didn't play. That was the Blaine Gabbert game. There we go. There's Patrick Mahomes and Megan Mothers. We apologize. We can't tell if we're up or down, if we're hearing us, if you're hearing them on the street there. But got a few words from QB1 at least.
And I'm sure we will replay those words throughout the day here on KSHB.
That's the best part, right? From 4 to 7 o'clock tonight, or 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 6:30 shows. We're going to have a best of. We're going to play the hits of the last 7 hours of coverage we've had here.
Justin Reed, that giant belt there, in Spags We Trust. Are those shirts still available, or did they sell out? Do you remember?
I think they're still available.
Okay.
It was so funny. He was like a customer service rep online, right? Because there were some issues with sending them off and everything and placing
How does that feel?
It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy right now. I still can't explain the feeling right now, but like I said again, we lit. This is crazy.
When will it ever soak in for you?
I don't know. Maybe in June when I get my ring. They chant my name right now. They turning me up. I gotta go.
Thank
you. Defense, man, we knew it from the beginning of the season. We play well. The sky's the limit.
What's it like to be out here with these fans yet again?
Man, this is the reason why we do it. You see this? You see all this? Chiefs Kingdom, baby. It's just it's an awesome feel to come back and celebrate with everybody in here.
Let me see the belt. Can we get a shot of the belt and turn around here?
You know what I'm saying?
How proud are you to show that off?
Yeah, I'm rocking it all day. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate you. All right, we've got some more people coming around the corner. We're going to try and grab a couple other players if we can. We have to get out of the way of this big bus. For a second, don't want to get hit. Try and grab some other people here.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. First one ever do it. Isaiah Pacheco. Hey, I want to say, for anybody, don't ever stop. You can do whatever you can do to achieve the goal. Put it in the notes. Focus. Eliminate distractions. Mind, body, and soul. You can do it. You got to fight for your right to party.
Thank you.
KC Wolf in the house. Come on, Kansas City.
How does it feel?
These are incredible moments.
How does it feel? Parade day. You made it happen.
I mean, it's a blessing, man. Just to be able to see everybody come out to show support just for the fact that we did it for the city, you know. We deserve it. We work hard for it. Kansas City on the map, baby.
There was a lot of talk about holding going into the matchup. You heard the noise. You didn't really say much leading up to it. It's parade day now. Any comment?
We're holding that Lombardi, baby. I got 2 of these things, you feel me? So I'm good.
Donovan, go enjoy it, man. Yep.
you've been listening in as our crews on the street have been talking to some of those players, including Isaiah Pacheco, if you were just joining us, who took the mic and was chanting, "You've got to fight for your right to party."
And on the left side of your screen, that's Donovan Smith right there, offensive lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs.
And he's got his second ring. He didn't win in 57-58. He won in 55 and 58. He was part of that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh, I'm sure he's having more fun here today.
Absolutely.
All right, that bus right there, you see team president Mark Donovan in the front, Matt Nagy, offensive coordinator on that bus as well. As someone threw something, presumably a football, they playing a game to catch.
My daughter and her friend brought the volleyball down here. I don't know why, but I'm like, you better at least hit it to one of the players.
I think Nagy's playing catch with somebody.
There we go. He
still has hands. Former QB himself, right?
At Delaware, right? Yeah.
And now his son plays football locally too.
He does. He's the quarterback of Blue Valley West.
And didn't Nagy play with Beach?
Beach was a receiver. Yes, at Delaware.
Meanwhile, if you can hear through our microphones, they're playing the YMCA right now. This crowd here at Union Station has been waiting patiently for quite some time for those players to arrive, and they've been energized. They have been singing and dancing, just waiting for that moment where all those players take the stage behind us here.
Let's just say that a lot of them have also been well hydrated.
Quite possibly.
As you see bottles in a lot of their hands right there.
So back here at Union Station, we do have players, at least some possibly, maybe some of the coaches that are kind of in the wings of that stage there. Yeah. That's where they're going to come out. But again, that parade is so long, and some of those guys are taking more time to enjoy walking.
I love the 4-box here, right?
There.
We can do a 12-box, right? Can we dial that up? Can I produce from the field here?
More members of the Rumble crowd, the Rumble crew, but we have some of them backstage here as well.
There's so many buses. I thought the cheerleaders were already here.
It's the parade that never ends, and that's not a bad thing. I don't want it to end. It has been so fun watching our own coverage and our own reporters, and so many of those players just taking the mic. They're, no, I've got this.
I've got this, absolutely. Just let them go. And Megan and Mackenzie and Abby and Aaron and Caroline, all those folks down there have done such a great job. Elise hitting Clark Hunt and Harrison Butker and some of those other guys as they were boarding the bus.
Yeah, Aaron Ladd talking to Spags a little bit.
And Butker very well could have been MVP.
Agreed.
I mean, he accounted for, 12 points. He holds now a Super Bowl record for longest field goal.
Agreed.
Breaking a record that was just broken, 20 minutes prior.
Here's the deal. If anybody has visions of being MVP and you play with Patrick Mahomes, you better.
It's kind of hard.
You better have the game of everyone's life to do that, because he's going to come through with the biggest plays in the inning. He threw for over 330 yards passing in this game after a slow start. I think I saw some stat.
It's like a marathon. It's like a description of the season. I got off the bus. That's the first game of the season. Walked the whole course. It was a long journey. I had trials, tribulations, dropping pins, dropping signatures. And guess what? We made it. I'm at the end now. Got the ring now. 2-time champ. Can't stop it. Can't stop it. No, sir. Hey, and guess what? We off that party pack!
Definitely an exciting time down here on the last quarter before people go back over to Fayetteville, North Carolina,
isn't he? He's a Bronco, Fayetteville State, an area you and I know a lot about, Caitlin, and we know that area in Cumberland County. They are so proud of him back home in North Carolina. In fact, I think last year they held a parade for him in North Carolina after this one.
Division II football, right?
That's correct.
And to come in and play right away at the biggest stage in the NFL. L'Jarius Sneed from a small school as well, Louisiana Tech. And so, yeah, they find these guys from all over. I mean, Patrick Mahomes barely won a bowl game, right, in college, right? Even 7-win seasons, that was it. It's not like these guys were, everyone from the SEC and winning, national championships. No, they've scoured the landscape, Brett Beach and his crew, to find the very best guys, whether you're from the SEC or the Big 12 or a high-profile school or a school like Fayetteville State, right? They'll get them from anywhere.
What was that? Was that the shoot he was doing?
I believe that was that Noah Gray. That was Noah Gray, yeah.
What we got?
Cameras over here. Yep. How's it feel to be a Super Bowl champion yet again?
God is good. All glory to God, and I'm so thankful for Jesus for allowing us to be here.
What's it been like walking these streets of Kansas City on this beautiful, feels like a fall day?
We have the best fans in the entire world, and I'm just so grateful to share this Super Bowl with everybody!
Any idea what your teammate Travis Kelce might drop on the mic over there at Union Station when we're done?
I got no idea, but that boy is going to be hyped the freak up, man. Let's freaking go, dog. Come on!
Thank you so much.
Let's go. Come on. That could have gone.
All right, great job, Abby, grabbing those players. A shout out to all of our crews on the ground who are going up and talking to those players so you can hear directly from them. That just makes this whole experience.
Yeah, you got to be a bulldog out there, right? You do, because there are hundreds of thousands of people vying for those players'
For their attention, exactly.
You know, we were talking about Patrick Mahomes earlier, and one thing that always impresses me, his running game, the fact that he can use his legs, and we saw that in the Super Bowl as well.
Is that Joe Tooney there?
It looks like Joe Tooney, and there's MVS right next to him.
Yeah, Tooney, who was the Chiefs' best offensive lineman this season. It was tough for him to miss that Super Bowl game, trying to battle back, missed the last 2 games. But I tell you what, when it comes to backup offensive linemen, especially in the interior, I don't know if it gets any better than Nick Allegretti. I know it doesn't get any tougher, right? He came in and played all 79 snaps with a torn UCL in his elbow. Chiefs didn't miss a beat.
And just to put in perspective how important it is to have your O-lines, to have them cohesive, we saw what happened that Super Bowl against Tampa Bay when they were kind of decimated.
We did, and that was the story there. Both tackles were out, Kevin, and we saw Patrick Mahomes run for his life all game long. There's Marquez Valdez-Scantling had a touchdown in the Super Bowl there. Such a big play right there. Both the Chiefs' touchdowns gave the Chiefs their only 2 leads of the game. Marquez Valdez-Scantling and McCole Hardman. Of course, he had the big game-clinching catch. That was a
against
huge
Baltimore.
play. Yeah, against Baltimore. Yeah. Shouldn't be glossed over how big of a play that was. Chiefs were able to give the ball back to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens with a chance to come back and score. Didn't happen.
And he wasn't necessarily, Mick, one of your highest ranked receivers going into the season or during the season.
Way more lit. Yeah, way more lit. It's up.
You scored a touchdown in the game. The comeback effort, y'all came back from down 4 different times. What does that say about this year's group?
Man, we're just the best in the world. Pretty simple as that. Yeah, best in the world.
You see the city out for y'all.
Yeah,
what's the message to them embracing y'all all year long, trying to support y'all?
Man, that's what they do. They love us for us, and they're supportive, and we love them. And they came out, we turned the city up, and they're right back doing it again. And we're going to do it again next year.
Going for the 3-peat next year.
So, why not? Yeah, why not?
Marquez Valdez-Scantling had a touchdown in Super Bowl 58, man. Congrats to you. Go enjoy it, man.
I got to tell you guys, we talk about 142.2, the decibel level at Arrowhead Stadium.
We're exceeding that.
I mean, it's nothing compared to what we're listening to right now. And every interview, every moment away from us, we are holding our headsets closer so we can hear what they're saying. That's because it's so electric where we are right now.
I don't know who's got more drip, the players or Aaron Ladd out there, by the way.
I mean, I would mistake Aaron Ladd for a player because of his drip.
Well, he takes his fashion cues from you, Kevin. You're also Mr. Fashionable at the station, so.
Yeah, for the 40 and over, he represents for the youngsters. Look at that. A beautiful day. You can ask for a better forecast in February for a Chiefs Kingdom Champions parade. By far,
one more time,
the best parade yet.
So many people here at Union Station waiting for the moment all the players take the stage, but they are taking their time, making their way here, enjoying the moment.
What do we got? Usually this thing starts at noon. I'm glad they moved it back an hour. It started at 11 today, and we are an hour and a half in, and there are a number of buses who haven't come close to making that final turn here on Pershing.
Now, I think 12:30 wasn't that the time that they originally anticipated the players would take the stage?
A little ambitious, wasn't it? A little ambitious. I think it was actually 12:15 I heard, but they shot way past that a long time ago.
Well, they're fashionably late. They've earned that right.
Right.
All right, back here live at Union Station where it is rocking. I got friends in low places playing behind us right now.
They're rocking the Garth Brooks. He's a Royals fan. He was at Royals camp a long time ago. So performed here, opened up Sprint Center back in the day, now T-Mobile Center. So ties here to Kansas City. Everything. It's funny. It's like Chiefs games are like a Lakers game these days, guys. I mean, the people cheering for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's an endless number of stars. Not just Taylor, but you had Blake Lively, you had Ice Spice, you had Miles Teller, right? You had Lana Del Rey in that suite.
Yeah, and let's not forget Flavor Flav, who I interviewed.
You got to interview him.
He said Patrick Mahomes was hands down his favorite quarterback. Who else? Goodness.
I mean, over
so
the
many
years,
stars who have said.
the kingdom has grown. You know, the Fonz last year was a big storyline.
Paul Rudd, always a classic, always here.
Morgan Freeman's a Chiefs fan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He is, and I think, Patrick Mahomes and just his humility and his personality brings so many people who are maybe just ancillary NFL fans. They don't have a team. They're drawn to him, to his greatness, how he handles everything. I think that's created a lot of Chiefs fans that are A-listers, right? They're like, you know what, I'm going to latch on to these guys.
I mean, this brother is the face of the NFL, and he's so easy to like.
He's such a class act. Even my mom, who lives in Chicago,
I just want to know how it feels to win a Super Bowl.
Hey, last year was my first time. This year it's even better. It gets better and better, so, hey, let's go for 3.
Do you like the word dynasty?
I love it. If y'all like it, I love it.
What's it like here on this beautiful day being able to walk this with your friends, your family, your teammates?
Man, there's so much love. You know, the city, they deserve this. My brothers, my teammates, man, we work so hard, put so much effort in. And it's just on a whole nother level knowing that you put that work in, you put that grind in, and it all paid off. So we're happy to share this moment with each other. We're happy to share this moment with the city of Kansas City. Hey, we're going to keep winning, and we're going to keep winning.
All right, let's go.
Let's
Thank
get
you
it.
very much.
How about this guy right here? Jerick McKinnon had a hernia surgery last month, and he's out there activated. A surprise move to be activated off of IR. He's out there catching passes, running footballs in the Super Bowl.
And he will forever go down in Chiefs history for last year. Just kneel down. And how that was such a...
You know, I'm trying to take care of it, but not really, to be honest with you. I can't feel much right now. We got it done. I'll figure this out in a few weeks, but we got a Super Bowl.
What does it mean to get your team to this point?
I
know. To play through the pain, to play through the injury.
I mean, I'd do anything to win a Super Bowl. It's an incredible experience. I was able to play, so I played. That's all it is. I could do it, so I had to do it.
I can feel the love right here on this Valentine's Day between you two.
My guy, Quez is the best.
Can we get a little hand heart? Your little hand heart? There we go. Chiefs love.
Look at that.
I appreciate you.
Big hoss right there, Nick Allegretti.
Yeah.
And MVS.
Having a moment there.
Two key contributors to Super Bowl 58.
Oh, and look at that. They're even doing the Swifty heart. That's another symbol we've seen a lot more of here in Chiefs Kingdom, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we'll apologize that in advance, but after the fact that we're about 10 seconds behind the feed, so a lot of times when we're calling highlights, you've already seen it. That's just kind of the logistics and how everything has to work down here with delays and everybody using cell phones and riding so much equipment down here. But man, it's been great seeing all 12 of our locations, all of our reporters and anchors out there, just basically relaying what they see out there and giving us the best images of anybody of this parade.
And a shout out to our photographers who get these images and our crews back in-house. You wouldn't believe how many people we have back at the station. They're punching buttons, trying to bring you all those different views, people you never see, but we couldn't do our jobs without them.
I don't know if some of these guys are going to get back on their buses. I think they're just going to
walk the rest of the way.
I mean, they're in great shape.
We see another bus making that turn at Pershing in Maine right now. And I think I see at least one bus behind it, so we still have a while. Oh, there's more than one bus. I see several buses. There's one off in the distance as well.
My Chiefs. I am a true Chiefs fan.
Fans over here have been lining up since the middle of the night.
We've been playing catch with some of the fans. I'm working on my left-handed shovel pass. Our players are
here.
What an amazing performance.
I love the parade to see all of Chiefs Kingdom.
Thank you so much, Coach Reed. Thank you for bringing home another win. You enjoy yourself as well. Thank you.
Tickets are on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini live in concert. 1 ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Feel the love during the Helzberg Diamonds Valentine's Day sale. Take up to 50% off. Shop fine jewelry gifts that will take their breath away. Enjoy amazing savings that would make Cupid blush. Only at Helzberg Diamonds.
Welcome back to the Chiefs Kingdom Champions Parade on your home of the Chiefs, KSHB 41. Now, let's head back to downtown Kansas City.
Yeah, the home of the Chiefs.
Back here on KSHB 41, your home of the Chiefs, the Champion Parade well underway as several of the buses now making that turn. As you see one of them right there making the turn from Pershing onto Main Street, and in, let's say about maybe 15, 20 minutes, my guesstimate.
You gotta stop guessing. Now, you've been wrong so many times.
Over
like
so
an
many
hour
years.
ago, you said soon, and that wasn't soon.
Well, soon is relative, right?
It is, yeah. In the history of time, right? Yeah, it might be soon.
You see the confetti flying there, and this crowd, look, some's even making our way here now, kind of blowing over where some of those buses make that turn, kind of over off to our side.
Another bus making a turn, a sea of red here at Union Station. I mean, you can't even see a blade of grass here at Union Station with so many people here, and I'm sure the forecast played a role in that too.
Oh, it's been the best Chiefs parade. It reminds me of that November parade for the Royals all those years ago. Just great weather, and people able to enjoy it even more.
And some shiny hardware right there.
There's
MV
Patrick.
Pat. You gotta love to see it. See people like Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey and some of the O-linemen walk the parade route.
3-time MVP trophy, MVP winner of the Super Bowl, and he's still 28. Unbelievable what this guy has done to our town and how he has transformed sports and transcended sports in Kansas City.
We have some confetti flying here on the desk at Union Station.
You have had some great ones in Kansas City, and Lynn Dawson and Tom Watson and George Brett and some others, but I think when you start, at this point, when you start your Mount Rushmore for Kansas City sports, it starts with Patrick Mahomes.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. Everything he's been able to do, and like you said, Nick, all before the age of 30.
Well, you hear the term GOAT used a lot, but truly, I don't know how you cannot label him as the GOAT. And I've heard a lot of comparisons now, this team, this franchise, to the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, you know? And just that success season after season.
Here's the deal with GOAT, right? I mean, it's if you're looking at accomplishments, no, he doesn't have the 7 rings yet that Tom Brady has. But when you watch him play, he's doing things that Tom Brady or any quarterback's never done before. When Tom Brady, you were just impressed at him just getting it done, reading defenses, finding Wes Welker or Edelman or Gronk or whoever, getting touchdowns at the ends of games and winning games. But never did your jaw drop and hit the floor like it does with Patrick Mahomes, almost weekly.
That's what reminds me of growing up and watching Michael Jordan, you know,
really
seeing things that defied physics. And I feel that way when I watch Mahomes play. You know, he does things with his body that you think, how is that possible?
It really does. And then you also think about
how is this possible?
I tell you how it's possible. Some of that sauce in that bottle right there.
You know, the mom in me wants to reprimand them and say, gentlemen, this is not safe.
Hey, this is their moment.
It is, truly.
And you also think about what makes him one of a kind, the resilience. I mean, he's trailed by double digits every single Super Bowl and has won 3 of the 4. Usually, when you're down double digits in a playoff game, it's over.
Yeah, now he's trailed by double digits in all of them. Obviously, the one they lost big to Tampa, but to go 3-1 in that time, it's simply amazing.
There's Drew. He has been loving this parade, too. We have had a number of interviews with him where he has taken the mic and he is just owning this.
Does he know there are buses that he can get on, or I think he's walked the entire way
I think
since
so,
the
too.
downtown airport?
He's got to get his steps in. He got a Fitbit in his pocket, I suppose.
Hyping the crowd.
God, he's been a huge addition for this team. I mean, he was so good this year when guys were injured, when guys weren't, and to wear that that green dot. He was a safety. I'm playing different position safety at Notre Dame in college. Bulked up, plays linebacker now with the speed of a safety.
You see a lot of that happen in the NFL. I mean, even going back, Brian Urlacher, Hall of Famer, was a safety in college and played linebacker, and that speed really helps, as we saw in Super Bowl 58.
They got the molds right for these guys, and you'll see them change positions sometimes from college to pro, because we're like, all right, you're an offensive lineman here, but you actually project as a defensive lineman, or vice versa, just because of your size and your length and your speed and all that stuff. It really is a science.
How hard is that to make that switch, though? Is that what you've been doing in your collegiate career, to make that switch in the NFL?
I think for some guys, it's really hard. They can't do it. For other guys, and this is the type of guy they look for, if you're Andy Reid and Brett Beach and the Chiefs, if you're a football player, you can play. You find a spot anywhere, and you'll figure it out. And they look for the guys that are like that. And you hear Andy Reid talk all the time. He's like, he loves to play the game. So I love it. It's the first thing he'll say about guys he likes. He loves to play, And you would think, isn't that a given? It's not, actually, right? For these guys that have played it, it's a hard sport, man. You're preparing for it 3/4 of the year. You only play a quarter of the year. And even when you win, it hurts. It's hard, right? It hurts. So to have those guys with that deep passion, that deep love for the game, it's not a rare thing, but it's not a common thing at the same time.
I mean, it's taxing, and for them, it is a job. But when you're passionate about your job, this could be the end result. And as we've seen here in the Kingdom for the last 3 of the last 5 years, it has been the end result.
That's so interesting that Mick brings up, though, that those are the players that Coach Reid looks for, because you do, when you watch these Chiefs, you see so many of them have so much heart, and that never give up spirit, and it works out in the end. It translates to big plays.
And he's a former offensive lineman, and every time the Chiefs draft an offensive lineman, it says offensive guard or offensive tackle, don't buy it. He just wants a guy that can play. He can plug in and play anywhere on that front, and so that's who they get, versatile players at pretty much every position.
And that kind of talks a bit about kind of the trick plays and some of the things you see that's pretty unorthodox with the O-line and with a lot of the position players here. It's because they're athletes.
Nick Allegretti, the backup guard, has caught a touchdown pass in a playoff game against the Steelers a couple years back. He caught a touchdown pass on one of those trick plays. So it doesn't matter, your size, your weight, your speed, whatever. Andy Reid might find a play for you. Eric Fisher's got a touchdown pass, former left tackle.
Hey, speaking of trick plays, how about that trick play the 49ers had? And it looked like it was something they took out of Big Red's playbook. Did they get that from us?
I don't know how that worked, by the way. That ball was in the air so long. That was such a long developing play. I think it might have been a hold on the play. Is the reason why the Chiefs didn't get there. I think that pass from Jennings to McCaffrey was in the air longer than the Butker record field goal, which was a low line drive. I want to get those side by side and get a stopwatch out and time them, because I think it was pretty close. So 49ers, that was a huge play. Very fortunate, I think, for them to pull it off. But I mean, we saw how good Christian McCaffrey was. Got the ball in his hands, and he made magic happen there.
Yeah.
This is the closest many of us will be to the Lombardi Trophy, to the actual trophy, or to Patrick Mahomes, or to several of your favorite players, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, Donovan Smith, whomever your favorite is. This may be the closest you will ever get to them. And it's these moments, these picture-perfect moments, that is just so special for the Kingdom to watch.
And this is why you understand so many of our area schools have closed. And I know on the Kansas side, it was kind of, are we going to, are we not? But I think the reality is that they probably didn't have the staff in a lot of cases, because the teachers want to go and the bus drivers want to go. And then you have to get substitute teachers, but they want to be here too. So, I mean, this fan base is so huge and everyone wants to be a part of it.
It's funny, this winter schools have closed for the cold, for the snow, for the ice, and now for a really, really sunny day.
Yeah.
Also, we can celebrate our world champion Chiefs. And, some of the school districts, they have a makeup day. Some of them have it set for April 29th, I believe, and others are burning this as a snow day, if they have any left after that ice storm we had earlier in the year. But you can ask, like you said, for a better forecast for a parade for champions.
Man, I've taken off 2 layers. I'm ready to take off a third. I'm running out of layers.
I'm actually getting a little hot in long sleeves now. Yeah, it is
I'm getting a sunburn out here as well.
It looks as though, I'm not sure from watching this video, and we can apologize for the delay, but it looks as though the lanes have kind of moved in. I mean, I can't tell if there are just that many players that are out walking around, or.
Well, I think that's the elbow of this route, right? It's where like there's so many people kind of converging right there, and yeah, it makes for a great scene.
And we can't wait to hear the stories from fans in the days to come. So if you were one of those lucky fans who met one of your sports idols or had a memorable moment you caught on camera, share those with us, because we love to share those with other people. It's so fun to look back over the parade that way.
Glad you brought that up. Along those lines, each and every year, all 3 years the Chiefs won a Super Bowl, the news department has had me tweet out, because I have so many Twitter followers, guys, ex-followers, right? They've had me tweet out, give me your best reactions to the game. This was by far the best reactions, right? And it makes sense, too. It was a walk-off touchdown in the Super Bowl. Last year, yeah, it was a game winner, but they still had to kick off and everything. You knew there were several moments, a couple minutes before the clock hit 0 that you knew the Chiefs were going to win. Same deal with Super Bowl 54. The last few minutes of the game, you knew the Chiefs were going to win. The Chiefs were losing. Then they won it all of a sudden, just like that. A play that caught so many people off guard because we were all confused about, okay, what are the overtime rules? Yeah. Are they running against the clock here? And they weren't. And so the videos of all these people they have seen, if you want to check out my Twitter feed, it is great. One guy proposed to his girlfriend in the middle of the celebration. Somebody asked him, they're like, wait a second, what would have happened if the Chiefs lost? He's like, I had dinner plans for Friday. I was going to do it then, but it worked out better with the Chiefs winning.
You know, earlier this morning in our coverage, reporter Daniela Leon asked several of the couples, what's more important, the championship or love? Something to that effect. And
way to put someone on the spot there.
Exactly. A lot of them
One guy had to think about it.
I bet he's in trouble tonight. And you can see Patrick's back on the bus, so maybe they are, you know, kind of moving along. Is that them right there? Guys, if we look over our shoulder, is that the final bus? We're trying to gauge how quickly they're going to be here on the stage.
There are more buses coming and more vehicles coming. I don't know if it might be the last double-decker bus.
From my vantage point, I don't see any more double-decker buses.
And we're seeing more and more Chiefs congregating there on the set, getting ready for the production.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Feel the love during the Helzberg Diamonds Valentine's Day sale. Take up to 50% off. Shop fine jewelry gifts that will take their breath away. Enjoy amazing savings that would make Cupid blush. Only at Helzberg Diamonds.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Bob Baker, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we craft our artisan bread. We only use the finest ingredients. And we make sure your special occasion is memorable. So, for the best bakery around,
leave it to the pros.
To know that you did this, how's that?
Having a great time, always. There's the Lombardi Trophy right on the front. What a beautiful day to have it, right?
we own Vegas, baby.
This is way better than LA.
That's what it's all about.
I love you guys.
1041 News, reporting live.
Oh my gosh, look at these fans.
Best fans in the world, man.
You gotta fight for your right to part.
They just showed Megan talking to Patrick.
Yeah, we got him.
Did we? Or that was where we cut in at the very end.
Yep. Man, we are turning those around quick.
Hey, Hey, welcome back. We've just been turning around looking at this crowd. They're watching our coverage on the big screen behind us.
I keep forgetting we're on TV. I'm trying
we're trying to tell you guys what's happening. Casey Wolf amongst the crowd right now. It really does look like the last of the double-decker buses have arrived, but there's still several more members of the Chiefs organization rounding that corner over there at Pershing. And so once that nears its end, everything will start on the stage.
We've heard a lot of Viva Las Vegas. Someone was hyping up the crowd, and we heard that chant earlier, and so that might be something we hear from some of the players.
Is that the new song, you
Maybe.
think?
I don't know. I don't know.
We heard Travis sing it on the stage at the Super Bowl. I think it's time to recycle and get a new song here. Fight for your right to parties serves Kansas City well, but maybe Viva Las Vegas is the answer.
Well, you're the sports director, Mick. Just call him up, Just tell Travis.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, though.
Not the music, Caitlin, okay?
Yeah.
Look at this crowd.
Hey, real quickly, we should mention that, if someone is lost, there are several reunification points across the parade route, so make sure you see a police officer, ask them where the nearest one is if your child or someone is lost, because there is a sea of people here, hundreds of thousands of people here, and safety is paramount here. If you saw several of the officers here near our stage.
By the way, they fenced off the fountain for a while.
It didn't last.
But people have been able to climb the fence a la Eddie Vedder and a Pearl Jam concert and get over it and get inside the fountain area to where, I don't know if they have a better vantage point because there's a stage in front of them looking at the main stage. Oh, I guess there is a big
monitor over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, at one point in time, that place was off limits until everyone decided to hop the fence. And I guess police said, hey, what can we do?
Well, so the executive director of Union Station he joined us live earlier, and he said he's been at the other two parades, but he said this is the biggest crowd that they have ever seen, and he was on top of the building to get that vantage point. But
Mick, I got to ask you, because you were here for the Royals Parade, in terms of crowd, just your guesstimate, how does this compare?
Say that again.
Compare this to the Royals Parade in terms of crowd.
I don't know if there's been a bigger crowd than the Royals Parade. I'm going to have to get I'm the worst at guessing crowd numbers here. But if this surpassed it, I wouldn't be surprised. If I had to guess, I'd say George Costello is right. This is going to be the biggest of the Chiefs parade crowds.
So the Rumble just took the stage here. I don't know if we can pull that up and take that view full, because this could be the prelude to the players coming out or the coaches coming out again. I can still see one of the double-deckers there, but I don't see anyone on top, so maybe they have gotten off that bus and are getting ready to take the stage now.
Yeah, they're no longer on the buses. There are a few vehicles behind. I'm unsure as to who's on those vehicles, though, but in terms of the buses, the players, double-deckers, they're all empty right now.
I would see the cheerleaders walking here over to the stage as well, and I think we're about to get started.
So one person I was hoping to see that I have not so far, Jason Kelsey. I don't know if we've had any spottings. I don't know if he's
here,
in town. No. He's kind of become a fan favorite, even playing for a different team. Seeing him in the red and gold and coming out to support his brother at the Super Bowl.
He was at the Chiefs after party in a mask and in overalls.
Yes. Yeah. It was kind of like a wrestling mask.
Yes,
yeah, that was something.
Great.
You love to see it. All right, so typically what follows after this, we have a greeting. Mitch Holtis addresses the crowd. Several members of the organization, top brass, like the Hunt family, will also address the crowd, and then we'll get to the players.
Please welcome to the stage for some special
All right, let's listen in.
Voice of the Chiefs.
Speaking of devil.
Chiefs Kingdom, how we doing? We are getting ready to turn this up real good in just a few minutes. But I will start this celebration the way I ended the game in Las Vegas. Because the Chiefs Kingdom has started its own history class, and you're all enrolled. Because for the first time in 6,944 days, there is a back-to-back Super Bowl champion, and it's the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of people have worked very hard to bring us this championship and to bring us this day. Please acknowledge first the city officials of the city of Kansas City, Missouri, for making this day one you'll never forget. And now, please welcome to the stage for a special welcome the 55th mayor, the city of Kansas City, Missouri, Mayor Quentin Lucas.
How you doing today, Chiefs Kingdom? Are you feeling good today, Chiefs Kingdom? So I want a little bit of audience participation because the players are excited to come out and hear from you. So let's make some noise. First, if you are from Kansas, make some noise. Okay, all right, all right. If you are from Missouri, make some noise. And if you love the Kansas City Chiefs, make some noise. So, you know, I was talking to a neighbor the other day, and I said, neighbor, I think our team is going to go back to back to back. And he said, Q, why would you say that? And I said, well, neighbor, we got the best quarterback ever. We've got the best tight end ever, the best head coach ever, the best kicker ever, and the best team ever. So Kansas City, enjoy today, enjoy this team, and let's have a party right back here 1 year from now. Let's go Chiefs!
Thank you, Mayor Lucas. And now, representing the great state of Missouri, please welcome the 57th governor from Missouri, Governor Mike Parson.
Thank you, Mitch. Hello, Kingdom. Is this not the Super Bowl era? Man, what a great day. Me and the First Lady have been Chiefs fans for over 50 years. We've had. And being able to be the governor of this great state and to be part of all of you that are out here today and how much we've been through. But I want to thank Clark Hunt and his family and the Hunt family for bringing Arrowhead to Kansas City, Missouri. I want to thank Mark Donovan for being the best president in the NFL. Brett Veach for bringing all these players and all these successful wins to our state. And the statesman of all, Coach Andy Reid, the best of the best. I want to thank the players for everything they've done for us this year and making Kansas City and Missouri proud. But I also want to say this. For the last 6 years, when I was like all of you out there, let's just reflect. 6 AFC championship games in a row. 4 Super Bowls. 3 Super Bowl wins, back to back. So all those naysayers around the United States that don't believe in us, and as Mitch says, they don't respect us, and all of them that think we're nothing but flyover country, and they don't want to stop, well, I've got a message for them today. One of us, what Mitch said, you got to deal with us to be able to do that. But for all those people, here's my message to them from the governor and from the kingdom. If you want to see the Lombardi Trophy, if you want to see the Lombardi Trophy, you're going to have to fly your asses to Kansas City, Missouri, and we'll show you 4 trophies. Thank you all. God bless.
Not only do we have the best team in the National Football League, we have the best cheer squad in the National Football League. They were phenomenal in Las Vegas and throughout our playoff run. Ladies and gentlemen, a special video and your Chiefs cheerleaders.
I'm a fireball. I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, I'm a fireball. Who's that chick? Who's that chick? Feel the adrenaline. Baby, I just wanna dance. I don't really care. I just wanna dance. I don't really. She's a mean and crazy teacher, disco diva, and she wants to. Who's that? Who's that chick?
You know, our experience at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium is like no other in the National Football League. And part of that is how we honor our nation with the national anthem. And today, we want to do the same thing. And to perform our national anthem is one of the greatest dudes I've ever heard sing it. He's done it for us many times. I've seen it at many venues across the country. But please welcome retired Navy Petty Officer First Class General Wilson and our national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
You know, music is such an important part of our Chiefs Kingdom history. You can go down through the years and hear certain music that reminds you of certain games and certain eras. But this year, it got even more interesting because we had someone come to games and all of you would be dancing with her. And when I saw we were going to do this, I couldn't wait to see hundreds of thousands of people swag surfing.
Man, I got this swag. My hat match in my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. Let's go, ride. My hat match in my bag. Let's go, ride. You know I'm poppin' tag. Let's go, ride. But man, I got my swag when I serve. Now why be surfing swag? I'm on here naughty. Get polo on my body, got a bad girl beside me, and I'm real right behind me, and I'm swag, I'm surfing, I'm swag, I'm surfing, I'm swag, I'm surfing, I'm feeling like this is surfing on patrol, yeah, I'm gone, purple by the zone, yeah, I'm smoking strong, and you know I'm on, cause I'm swag, 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 okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bags, big, stupid, fresh, like a rat up. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. In my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on, pop like cause they swole all that penny. Street swag, you can call me Mr. Lennon. Bottles in my hand, putting on till I cable. Surfing, one like a 2, 3 to the left, like swag, 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 now watch me swag, swag, okay, swag, 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 swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money up. Catch me with a bad chicken, all friends and flying stuff. Drinks, we gon' pour them mugs out here when we rollin' up. Patron, who's a hitter, see they got it, I'm always wearing polo shirts, I'm around blowing mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. Paint John Stevenson, the black and blue check. Pockets on half, time I'm always breaking bands. I'm here, polo on my body, got a bad girl beside me, and her friend right behind me, and I'm swag, swag, surfing, I'm swag, swag, surfing, I'm swag, swag, surfing, feel like this is surfing on patrol, yeah, I'm gone, purple by the zone, yeah, I'm smoking strong, and you know I'm on, cause I'm swag, swag, surfing, I'm swag, I'm surfing, I'm swag, swag, surfing, feel like, hey, when I hit the drum, it's like I gotta catch my wave. Got me surfing on the stage. Got me deep. Something like a Eddie Bauer. And I'm surfing like a model, cause I got that rocket power. Going on patrol, taking shots like the camera. Flat screen shouting, man, I'm surfing like the channel. Table tower money, man, I'm all about my cup. I'm screaming tower money, man. Now I'm good. All on my body with a sad boy swag. Purple label, man, gon' check the tag. So you know I bought the bag with a time for the swag. Let's do it. Like a boss of throwing punches. Pop a dose, y'all know no sad lunches. I'm in a party surfing like I'm standing on the wave. Shawty tear my druggie like she petty mayonnaise. I'm on here daddy, daddy, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag, swag, surfing, swag, swag, surfing, swag, swag, surfing. Feel like this is surfing on patrol, yeah, I'm gone. Purple by the zone, yeah, I'm smoking strong. And you know I'm on, cause I'm swag, swag, surfing, swag, swag, surf, swag, swag, surf, 3 to the left, like swag, surf, swag, surf, swag, surf, swag. I'm on here, naughty, hey, naughty, polo on my body, hey. Make some noise, Kansas City, everybody say back to back, back to back, so back to back, yeah, back to back.
the most iconic calls in franchise history have come from one voice. None more historic than the ones made last Sunday, letting the kingdom know that the Chiefs are back-to-back world champions. Born in Chiefs Kingdom, the voice of Chiefs Kingdom, here's Mitch Holthus.
All right, we're going to really turn it up now, because we're going to celebrate a team that should be near and dear to your heart. We saw this team fight through everything. We saw the youngest defense in the NFL become the best defense in the NFL. We saw our guys like Patrick and Kels and our awesome coaches just fight through it. We saw guys like Quez and Jet McCole Hardman, big plays down the stretch. This entire team and all of the people represented here in this organization, from our video to our equipment to our athletic trainers to the people that work countless hours to make us win. But you know what? We won a game here, and many of you were there, with minus 28 wind chill, the fourth coldest game in NFL playoff history. But then we had to go into the mouth of the dragon with sabers drawn because nobody thought we would win at Buffalo. They were wrong. But we had to go into the belly of the next beast. And again, they didn't think we would come out with a win, and they were wrong. And then we were underdogs in Super Bowl 58. I will say it, you can't doubt the Chiefs. You can't disrespect the Chiefs. You can dislike the Chiefs. You're gonna have to deal with the Chiefs as back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Thing number 4 here. 4. It is our 4th Super Bowl championship. And by the way, that's the most of any team in the AFC West. Only 4 teams are ahead of us in Super Bowl and NFL history with more Super Bowl wins. In the game against the 49ers, we trailed in that game 4 times and came back each time to win that game in one of the most exciting games in pro football sports, in pro football history. I'll throw this out. 14 wins in 5 seasons in the playoffs. That's an all-time National Football League record. That's your history, Chiefs Kingdom. This will be a team, when you think of 4, that this team will always be in your soul and in your heart. And let's go back and look at a team that will live forever. 16 time. Purdy with a long count. Chiefs are pressuring. Pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage for the lead. The kick by Moody is up. A spinning kick, and it is good. San Francisco's got the lead. 3rd and 2. Blitz by San Francisco. They dump it to McKinnon. 40-yard line, and the Jets got a first down. Mahomes, crosser, Kelsey. 30-yard line, 25. Kelsey at the 20, 15, and out of bounds at the San Francisco 10-yard line. A 23-yard pickup with 9 seconds to go in the game. Butker now will try a field goal from 29 yards out to try to tie the game at 6 seconds to go. Butker's kick is perfect. This game is tied at 19-19. McCaffrey comes in motion. They fake the jet to him. Purdy throws it hot and overthrows his receiver, incomplete. Jake Moody with the short field goal, and San Francisco regains the lead. 4th down and a half yard. He fakes it to him. Run pass option. Mahomes keeps it at the 40. Slides to a stop at the 42-yard line. Right side throw, caught by Rice, 50, 45, and out of bounds at the San Francisco 40. 22-19 San Francisco in the overtime. Chiefs will throw it on 3rd and 1. Mahomes is going to run at 30-yard line. 25-20. Mahomes inside the 15 and down to the 13-yard line. McKinnon is in at running back. First down and goal to go. Play action fake. Right side throw. Touchdown! Kansas City. McCole Hardman with the catch on the right side. Kansas City wins the game. 25-22. For the first time in 6,944 days, there is a back-to-back Super Bowl champion, and it is the Kansas City Chiefs. Absolutely. A team that just showed toughness all the way through. But none of this would be possible, none of it, without the best ownership family in all of professional sports. To my left, your right, is the Super Bowl IV trophy. This was an emotional year because we lost the First Lady of Football in the offseason, our matriarch of our franchise, Norma Hunt. But Mr. Hunt, Lamar Hunt, and Norma brought football to us. They brought this franchise to us. And they also brought this trophy to us when our Chiefs won Super Bowl IV at the end of the 1969 season, showing the same guts and winning 2 games on the road in the playoffs in cold weather and to get to the Super Bowl and win it. But now, ladies and gentlemen, remember 4. To bring out the Super Bowl 54 trophy, won in Miami, is Lamar Hunt Jr. And his wife, Rita. In Glendale, Arizona, another come-from-behind Super Bowl victory. Bringing out the Super Bowl 57 trophy, Sharon Hunt. And remember, the magic number is 4. Bringing out our 4th trophy, won in Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58, our chairman and CEO, Clark Hunt, and his wife, Tavia.
Hello, Kansas City. My family and I are so excited to be here with you this afternoon. When I first stood on this stage with the Lombardi Trophy a few years ago, I knew that we would do whatever it takes to get back here. And boy, it feels good to say that for the 3rd time in 5 seasons and for the 2nd year in a row, you are world champions. I hope we all realize how special it is to be here. When the game ended on Sunday night, my family and I huddled together and we thanked the Lord for all the ways that He has blessed us. I know that many of you are spending today with your family, your friends, and your fellow Chiefs fans. Hug them a little tighter today because you deserve it. Football is the ultimate team sport, and there are so many people who have made this celebration possible. We have the best staff in all of professional sports, led by team president Mark Donovan. Mark has spearheaded the effort to grow the Chiefs kingdom far and wide, and as a result, we have rightly earned the moniker, the world's team. Let's give it up for Mark Donovan and his amazing staff. We also have the best general manager in the game. Not only has he put together a roster of consistent winners, but for the second year in a row, he executed a midseason trade and brought in a guy who scored a crucial touchdown in the Super Bowl. Lots of attention goes to the star players, and rightly so, but it takes a roster full of talent to win back-to-back Super Bowls, and Brett has constructed a championship team from top to bottom. Let's hear it for General Manager Brett Veach. And when you talk about leaders and talk about culture and talk about a champion, it doesn't get any better than Andy Reid. We've known for years that he's a future Hall of Famer, and now he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. Each of his 11 seasons in Kansas City has been special, but his leadership this year might have been his best coaching job yet. Whether it's Wasp, Corn Dog, Tom and Jerry, or some combination, Andy always has a game-winning play up his sleeve. Let's hear it for Andy Reid one more time. After a disappointing loss to the Raiders on Christmas Day, I was asked where I thought the season was going. And I remember thinking, we're about to find out if these guys really want it. The defense was already dialed in, and in the playoffs, they stifled some of the best offenses in the league. The defense kept us in every game and stepped up when it mattered most. Let's hear it for our playoff captains, Chris Jones, L'Jarius Sneed, and the defensive coordinator with the most Super Bowl wins in NFL history, Steve Spagnuolo. The special teams on Sunday showed you just how special they are. Punter Tommy Townsend flipped the field every time he had a chance. And how about the guy with ice in his veins? He hit last year's Super Bowl winner, and he's the new record holder for the longest field goal in Super Bowl history, Harrison Butker. And when the game is on the line and the whole world is watching, there is nobody better than Patrick Mahomes. That game was nerve-wracking, but you've got to admit, it always feels like the Lombardi Trophy is within reach when you've got a three-time Super Bowl MVP under center. Now, I know we're all in a partying mood today, and you and I both know that the second that Travis Kelce gets hold of this microphone, this thing is going to a whole new level. But before we get there, I want to take a second and think back to 5 or 6 years ago and look at what Kansas City has accomplished since then. We hosted the NFL Draft right here on this stage. We earned the right to host the World Cup. We've invested in our infrastructure and improved our city. And for 3 times now, we have gathered right here as Super Bowl champions. This is an incredible moment for Kansas City. All over the world, they know about this amazing place. Never in our history have we had so many eyes on Kansas City, so many viewers hearing about us on television, and so many people talking about this town. Kansas City, this is our championship era. And that is because of all of you. Chiefs Kingdom, you're the greatest fan base in all of professional sports. Today, they are partying with us around the world, and the epicenter of that party is right here in Kansas City. I will never get tired of saying it, but Chiefs Kingdom, you are world champions once again.
One thing that is unique is our incredible culture throughout our entire organization, represented by a lot of the folks sitting up here near the stage. But a guy who built this culture, even starting 15 years ago, 25 years in the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President of the Kansas City Chiefs, Mark Donovan.
All right, I don't know if it's been said yet, but I'm going to say it. This is insane. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. You know, we use a couple words around the facility, around the organization. One of them is perspective. And the perspective we all have today is just how special it is to be a part of this Kansas City community right now. As Clark said, it's the championship era and we're all part of it. So thank you for all your support, and just know we are truly touched by your support. The other word we use is family. And it starts with the Hunt family and the opportunity that they have provided all of us by moving the franchise here, by giving us the opportunity to do what we do. The second is all the families of every member of our organization, whether you're a staff member, whether you're working for the team, whether you're in our football side. The sacrifices you all make to allow us to do our jobs, we truly appreciate. Our stadium staff at GEHA Field, the people who every single event make the Arrowhead experience world famous. Thank you for what you guys do. You know, you get up here, have the privilege of speaking to this crowd for the third time, and you get a true perspective. I will tell you that I know this, that you guys all want to hear who's coming up next. So I'm going to end with this. Chiefs Kingdom and our fans, you're with us every single day, everywhere we go. Whether it's the fourth coldest playoff game in the history, whether it's in Buffalo, whether it's in Baltimore, whether it's in Frankfurt, Germany, you're always there. We see you, man. We see you, and we appreciate you. But what I think you guys need to know and what you need to hear is that all of us, we are so proud to represent you every single day. So thank you very much.
And also thanks to Kathy as well. We all know who our vote would be for NFL Executive of the Year, do we not? For the life of me, I have no idea how he's not won it. All he's done is won Lombardi trophies with his incredible work and a lot of his staff that is sitting right here. And while all of us tomorrow will be recovering, his staff will be at work early in the morning getting ready for the combine and the draft. Please welcome the best general manager in the National Football League, Brett Veach.
Thanks, Mitch. I kind of know how this drill works. My job is to get up here, be quick, be efficient, because Travis Kelce is like a cat in a cage back there, getting ready to blow the roof of that World War I museum. Words can't express what today means. Driving in today, I kept thinking to myself, how does this thing keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger? And then I thought, really, at the end of the day, there's only two things that you need to pull off a celebration of epic proportions. And the first thing is to have the best fans, not just in the National Football League, but in sports across the globe. So thank you, Chiefs Kingdom. You guys are absolutely the best. The second thing you need to pull off a celebration of epic proportions is, or are, trophies, right? How great are these things right here? I don't know what these look like to you, but let me tell you what they look like to me. Right here, we're starting from the first one back in 1970. This here looks like our past, right? And what a proud tradition that we have. This one right here, this is the return to glory, right? Took 50 years, but it was well worth the wait. And we know last year that was the rebuilding year, right? we got that one covered. This one here is special, right? Because we started the season, we were 0-1, and then at one point we lost 4 or 6 games, and then we lost to the Broncos on Christmas Day. And that was all the experts needed to say, the Chiefs are done, they're finished, and finally we see what a Chiefs down year looks like, right? Well, after the clock struck 0 on Sunday in Las Vegas, we actually did get to see what a Chiefs down year looks like, and here it is right here. So you see what Mitch did here, he kind of gave me some room because next year, we come back from New Orleans, we're gonna see what history looks like when we go for that three-peat, right? Thank you.
Awesome. And thanks to his wife, Allison. Man, just terrific. But now, I want you all to show your appreciation. Our 64th team of our franchise is our 4th Super Bowl champion, your Kansas City Chiefs.
If you see me gone, it's alright. 'Cause I'll be back before it's daylight. And if you feel that something ain't right, I'll be back before it's daylight. If you see me gone, it's alright. 'Cause I'll be back before it's daylight. And if you feel that something ain't right, don't listen to the word. They say I'm gone, but I'll be there when you wake up. Don't listen to a girl. The only time you see me lie is when we lay up. Don't listen to the word. They say I'm gone, but I'll be there when you wake up. Oh, don't listen to a girl. The only time you see me lie is when we lay up. If you see me gone, it's alright. 'Cause I'll be back before it's daylight. And if you feel that something ain't right, I'll be back before it's daylight.
Where is he? I'm trying to find him.
It's alright.
Okay, get him up. Where's he at?
Before it's daylight.
I don't see him. Where is he?
I'll be back before it's daylight.
We ready in a tree? Okay. Excuse me, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Excuse me, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm coming through. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, you got a mic?
No one great. 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 No one great.
All right. Hey, it's Noah Gray Day. These guys are the best. Not only are they awesome on the field, this is one of the toughest teams in National Football League history. You're looking at it right here. They did not give up. And I'm telling you, our offensive line, where's my O-line? On December the 26th, they said, follow us. We're taking the fight to everybody that's in front of us, and we did exactly that. Now, I told you 4 is a big number. Well, I want to introduce to you now the young man who is 4th in National Football League history in wins. He is 2nd in National Football League playoff wins, and he's closing fast on number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Big Red, Andy Reid.
Andy, 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 Andy.
How about the Sea of Red? Let's hear you, baby. I'm so proud of these guys behind me, the Hunt family, for giving us an opportunity to do this, for Brett Veach and his gang for pulling all these great guys in here, man. and putting them together and them coming together as a team. Through all the highs and lows, they kept persevering, and now we're holding the trophy, and it belongs to the Red Sea right here, man. Congratulations.
Who wants to hear from the winningest quarterback in National Football League history? 15-3 in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, the QB1 of all QB1s, Patrick Mahomes.
Kansas City, let me hear you one time. Man, what a year. To battle through the adversity, to continue to go for that championship. They all doubted us. I don't want to hear any different. But you know who came through in the end. That's the Kansas City Chiefs. I just want to thank everybody here because Chiefs Kingdom, y'all are the reason that we do what we do. Hey, real quick. Hold up, sorry. I know. I'm a regular quarterback. This is what it is. I got to give a shout out to that defense. I mean, can I hear it for the defense? It's crazy. A defense can win the Super Bowl and still be underrated, and that's what those boys have been doing. Hey, one time, can I get a shout out for Harrison Butker? Can I get a shout out for Tommy Townsend? Can I get a shout out for James Winchester? No, for real though, we appreciate everything y'all do. Showing up to Arrowhead every single week. We know we had to go on the road last year, but I promise you next year we'll be at home and we're going for that three-piece. So don't forget it, don't get it twisted. We're doing it. 3 times, first time in NFL history, we doing it. Love y'all.
And they said he couldn't win a playoff game on the road. What? He was 39-11. And now he's won everything in front of him. To represent that defense that Pat was talking about is a man who was dominant in the fourth quarter in Super Bowl 54, knocking down every 49er pass. In Super Bowl 58, he was dominant in a pass rush that held San Francisco to field goals so we could go get the game-winning touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, we've known him now for 8 years as Stone Cold. Give it up for Chris Jones.
Kansas City! Hey, everything we did this year was because of you guys, man. From the love, the support all year on, for those who doubted us, for those who considered us underdogs. We did it for y'all, baby. KC, we are back again to be world champions, baby. Hey, every individual on this stage played a huge part of it, man. From the coaches, from the scout team guys, from the assistant trainers, from the people in the cafeteria making us food every day, man. Let's give a round of applause to those people, man. But Casey, I tell you something, man. This year was different. This year was different, baby. The journey, the fight, the individuals, it was different, baby. And you know, not a doubt in my mind that we was gonna bring it back to the city! I got on this stage last year, and I was like, run it back, run it back, run it back. But you know what? It's a 3-P! Woo! I need We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Kansas City, we will be back here next year. And for those who want Chris Jones gone, I ain't going nowhere, baby. Woo! I will be here this year, next year, and the year after. 3P, 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 3P. That's all I want to hear from the city, baby. I love y'all, and fucking celebrate, baby. We are world champions again. Woo!
Another guy who's been so important to us in our #1 defense, bring it up, because our DBs were awesome all year. Coverage, tackling. Justin Reed, where's Jay Reed, number 20? Jay Reed.
What up, baby? Hey, you know what they say? The first time we won a championship here in Kansas City, we were the heroes. Well, you win enough times, you start to become the villain. It starts to be you versus everybody. And that's how we like it. It don't matter what they say. We got us, baby, on the road. Miami, Buffalo, Baltimore, and at home in Arrowhead West. You feel me? We gonna take care of business. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Y'all know what we gonna do, man. It's been said, and we gonna do it again. 3P, baby. And we got one more shout of good news. I don't know if y'all heard, Coach Spagnuolo signed an extension today. He is still here. In Spags we trust, baby. Let's get it.
Nah, we all script now. My dog, number 10, Isaiah Pacheco, got something to say. Make some mother noise, you heard?
Shout out to 10, shout out to Trav, shout out to the whole Kansas City. It took all of us, the whole city. What Trav say? You gotta fight for your right to party.
All right, Coach is banging the drum. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for your Super Bowl 58 champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
No, we ain't done yet. There's one guy that's needed, and his name is Big Daddy Travis Kelce.
Hold on, cut that. I want everybody a part of this thing. If you know this song, sing along. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in booze and ruined the Niners affair. The last one to know. We were the last one to show. We were the last ones they thought they'd see there. And I saw the surprise, that fear in their eyes. And when we took that glass of champagne, Pat took that glass of champagne, I promise you. When I toasted you, honey, we through what I never, what?
I got friends in low places.
Down in the low places that leads away, and we'll be again. Oh, I got friends.
I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got a friend.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay. Okay. Who is the best cornerback in the National Football League who should be All-Pro, Pro Bowl? Sneed.
I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all. The ones who did it. The kingdom, baby. Hey, where my twin at? Hey, Deuce, where you at, baby? Hey, Deuce, where you at, baby? The ones who been doing it all year, baby. What's up, twin?
The number 1 and number 2 quarterback duo, boy.
You know what it is.
All right. Now Coach Reed's going to beat the drum. You good with it? Give another cheer up for your champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you, Kansas City. Thank you, Chiefs Kingdom.
Okay, who had friends in low places on their bingo card? Didn't see that one.
Not me, no.
All right, welcome back. We just saw the Chiefs take the stage. We were just saying none of us had Travis Kelce singing Friends in Low Places on our bingo card.
Kind of singing it.
Kind of. Well, he attempted to write his own version, I think,
Yes.
then lost his way along the way.
A little bit.
It wasn't bad. What a celebration today as we celebrate back-to-back championships. And you know what I love about this is that everyone is looking forward to the three-peat.
Yep. How about Chris Jones?
Wow, that's the big news of the day. We have a lead story today,
We
right?
do.
Yes,
And it's,
yes, I thought
maybe
about
not
that.
necessarily the parade. It's Chris Jones saying he's going to come back for not just next year, but the year after that. I have to wonder if something is already in the works or if he's just in the moment saying that, what Brett Veach has to say about that. But that is tremendous news for Chiefs Kingdom.
Oh, huge. I know we were just talking about it, saying, oh, this is his last one. It's going to be so emotional. So we were caught way off guard, along with all the fans. They went nuts when you said that.
Really did. And I love how they brought out all four of the Lombardi trophies one by one, paying tribute to how each one was so special to the kingdom.
And how about Patrick Mahomes doing very Patrick Mahomes fashion, recognizing some of those players you don't as much, talking about Tommy Townsend and talking about special teams and recognizing the defense.
Another thing to that point that I really loved, you heard Clark Hunt come out and he said, this is ours, this is for us. for you guys, the Kingdom, not just for the Hutt family, not just for the Chiefs. This is for you guys. He always used the word you.
Yeah, when you win a championship, there's enough for everybody to have a part of it, enough for to go around for everyone. And so they will celebrate this with the fans. So many of them here. I can't wait to get a final total, a final estimate of the number of fans here, because I think it's going to be higher than what people might think.
It's incredible looking out over this crowd. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Talking about thanking, how about Kevin laughed at this one. Chris Jones recognizing the cafeteria workers. I mean, they really talked about everybody behind the scenes, but Chris Jones said even the people who fed us.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll have some highlights from this Chiefs Championship Parade right here on KSHB 41, your home of the Chiefs.
Want to play?
Play High Chai Fortune Frenzy at Hy-Vee. Right now, buy a High Chai entree and win a prize in every fortune cookie. Prizes include free High Chai apps, free High Chai entrees, and you can enter to win big cash prizes like $220, $2,200, $22,000. Grand prize?
$220,000 in cash. Eat High Chai, win free stuff. It's that easy.
Only at Hy-Vee.
Feel the love during the Helzberg Diamonds Valentine's Day sale. Take up to 50% off. Shop fine jewelry gifts that will take their breath away. Enjoy amazing savings that would make Cupid blush. Only at Helzberg Diamonds.
Welcome back to the Chiefs Kingdom Champions Parade on your home of the Chiefs, KSHB 41. Now, let's head back to downtown Kansas City.
Yeah, the home of the Chiefs.
Welcome back to KSHB 41, your home of the Chiefs. The Chiefs Champions Parade literally just ended, and boy, a time was had by all. You can definitely tell that the 53 players had a little bit of fun along this ride.
They were enjoying themselves. Some of them are still dancing on the stage behind us. They are in no rush to leave.
No, and this party's just beginning too, right? It started in the early morning when they boarded the buses. It continued with them interacting with the fans, and then here on stage in the program, and all that happened there on stage. And it's not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, guys.
It's funny how everyone knew 87 would be the wild card. I mean, you heard Brett Veach mention it. You heard Mark Donovan mention it. Hey, we're going to get to him in just a bit, but we've got to talk and give props to a few people before the cage bird sings.
Yes, yeah. So I think Cage Tiger. He said he was a cage tiger pacing back there. We've got crowds are dispersing.
I think they're trying to, a lot of them are
and it looks like they're running.
Well, yeah, we might have a situation here we're trying to keep an eye on.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on what's happening out in the crowd here at Union Station. We'll be sure to let you know. The crowds are dispersing rather quickly, and it looks a little different than in normal years.
Yeah, we got a lot of people running a lot of different
directions. We're not sure if they're
directions.
rushing to their vehicles or to the shuttles, or if there is some sort of disturbance, but we'll definitely let you know. I can see people jumping the fence right now, and I'm not sure exactly where it is they are going to.
There has been a heavy police presence here all day, and we certainly thank those law enforcement officers who are on the scene trying to keep people safe, but at this point we don't know if there is a safety concern, quite possible. Some people in the crowd are telling us to get down.
Yeah, they're moving everybody indoors here as well.
Okay, folks are moving indoors. We're going to try to figure out exactly what is taking place here, but you can see some folks kind of moving with haste right now.
And at this point, I don't know if we have crews back in the station who maybe want to take over for the audio, so we can duck down if that is a concern for our safety out here. All right, we're working on that.
So usually what happens after this, there is a private ceremony inside Union Station for several of the players and their family members and the dignitaries. We know that some folks are making their way in there, but also several of the people who were here in the parade. We're going to take a quick commercial break, try to assess what's happening, and we'll return shortly.
Feel the love during the Helzberg Diamonds Valentine's Day sale. Take up to 50% off. Shop fine jewelry gifts that will take their breath away. Enjoy amazing savings that would make Cupid blush. Only at Helzberg Diamonds.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Heather, produce manager, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we partner with only the finest growers from around the world and here locally. You can count on quality and freshness every time you shop. So, for the best produce around,
leave it to the pros.
I'm not going to specify that they were shots.
Jesus, really?
All right, we're back here live at Union Station. Hey, we're still trying to assess exactly what took place. I can tell you several of our crew members heard several loud noises, and then the crowd dispersed rather quickly. So we're still trying to figure out exactly what took place, but a lot of people still jumping the fence trying to get out of here at Union Station. Several of the people who normally wouldn't be allowed inside of Union Station are making their way inside with haste. So we're still trying to figure out and confirm for you exactly what is taking place, but you can see it looks like a little bit of a chaotic scene, not a normal disbursement from a parade.
Something that was so jubilant has suddenly turned to
concern.
Yeah, as people are rushing and trying to get their kids out.
The mood has definitely shifted here as we're seeing everybody jump barriers and jump into the Union Station grassy area here, and everybody's dispersing from just south of us here, right over our cameras between Union Station and the World War I Memorial. You get that shot.
Well, we also have crews along the route, so maybe they're also trying to figure out exactly what happened, and maybe they're talking to people along the way as they make their way out here from Union Station.
Now, right over here, there's at least someone on the ground that some fans were trying to tell us, someone who has passed out, who's maybe unconscious. But people are moving very quickly away from here. We're not seeing the running. Initially, something happened, and you saw there was a mad rush. People are moving relatively quickly, but it's not quite as frantic. And we don't see law enforcement here in this immediate area, which makes me wonder if they've all been drawn to a different location.
And it looks like people aren't moving with the same haste they were before. They are walking and going toward the shuttle stations, but again, we're still trying to discern exactly what took place here and what led to the quick disbursement of people here in the epicenter of what was just a nice jubilant celebration.
And if you have lost a loved one in this haste, if you cannot connect with a child and you're able to reach them by cell phone, encourage them to find a law enforcement officer. It looks as though they're letting some people into Union Station, maybe who are going in just for cover until they kind of can assess the situation.
And that is not typical. I can tell you the last 2 years, it was only a select few of people allowed inside Union Station, but there are folks who even don't have the credentials to be there alongside the players and their families that they're letting in right now. And I think it's out of an abundance of caution, but we're still trying to assess exactly why and what's happening right here. Of course, we've got crews, boots on the ground, trying to work to figure out exactly what's in place. And once we learn more, we'll be sure to let you know.
All right, we're going to toss things back to the studio now. We have members standing by, and they're going to take over just so we can kind of get the lay of the land out here, guys.
All right, thanks, guys, for that. So there's some sort of situation that happened at the conclusion of the Chiefs Kingdom Champions Parade there at Union Station near the World War I Museum and Memorial. We're still trying to figure out what happened. There were some reports that there was a little bit of running out there, but the crowd does seem pretty subdued, like they're trying to move. So give us a little bit of time to figure out if this was something involving violence or if it was a medical emergency. It looks like they're trying to make some space and way for crews to get in there and do some work, Cameron.
And we know police are looking into it. We also have our crews making calls. We have people here at the station making calls,
and
trying to gather information. Yep, right here.
So here's a live picture. So it does look like there are people running, coming out. A lot of... So again, just by the number of people, you can tell that this is at the conclusion of the parade, right? So this looks like this may have happened when people were trying to disperse. There's law enforcement
rushing right there.
Rushing in, and it looks like people are getting inside the building. So we are really unsure about what transpired and where it happened. But again, a scary situation at the end of a gorgeous celebration of the world champion Kansas City Chiefs. You still see law enforcement. They're hopping fences and barricades, trying to move quickly. This is something that we're definitely going to keep an eye on. As you can imagine, you've been watching our coverage all day. We have tons of crews there, so we're going to work to bring you the very latest details and not report anything until it is confirmed.
And you can tell that police are taking this seriously in the fact of how many officers are rushing into that building right there. I mean, I've counted a couple dozen, I think, at least right there.
I mean, and imagine the shift you have to make to go from smiling and cheering and waving with fans and members of Chiefs Kingdom to now having to protect and serve in a situation that is, I'm sure, full of variables, unlike you see on a regular day when there are hundreds of thousands of people down there. You see them bringing in that stretcher. You see paramedics there with the blue backpack. It looks like there may be some first aid being administered. And a lot of people are rushing both inside the building and out beyond the barricades.
Just a scary situation. I mean, this was such a joyous day. We had perfect weather we were talking about. And then you have to switch quickly to address something. We don't know what that something is just yet.
And as you can see, they're trying to direct people to get outside of the barricades there and give those officers time to work. You see kids there. You see families there packing up and trying to leave the site. Now, this looks like it may be a bit of a medical emergency. There's someone on the ground. And they're trying to work to help this family and get everything under
Officers
control.
comforting those children right there. We don't know exactly what's going on right there.
And here are people running out of Union Station. So that leads us to believe that something may have transpired inside the building there. Oftentimes, that's a place where people is a bit of a holding area before the parade for all the dignitaries and the players and the fans and the families. And these folks are running out. It looks like a bit of a panic situation. You can see the frenzy in her eyes.
You can. She's rushing to maybe tell other people.
Our crews are doing the best they can. Everyone at home who's watching. We're working to confirm some things with law enforcement and figure out exactly what happened, because it appears that officers have moved in a lot of different directions all at once immediately at the conclusion of the parade. You see them there with weapons drawn. Here's a live picture coming at us right now. They're asking people to get down. They're asking people there at the parade to get down at the site. We see weapons drawn from multiple officers here. This looks like a pretty volatile situation.
We just got some information from police about 2 minutes ago, reading this from my email. This was from their spokesperson saying they're gathering information regarding a shooting near the parade route, and they clarified this was not an officer-involved shooting.
Now we see members of law enforcement kind of gathering in this one area, and they're taking those stairs down. This situation appears to be far from over. You can just tell by the heightened sense of urgency by law enforcement there and the way they're trying to direct families and fans and people who were there at the parade to go ahead and move out of the way and give them some time to work.
No doubt trying to clear the scene, I would imagine, to give law enforcement, first responders some room as they try to address what's going on here.
There are still tens of thousands of people here at the parade route. And as you can imagine, trying to move all of those folks through barricades, road closures, and everything that entails can be a bit of a struggle. All right, we're starting to see more officers moving through. This feels like a really chaotic scene. A lot of paramedics. Officers still jumping those barricades. And it's difficult to see exactly where, if it happened near the parade route, exactly where this all transpired.
Because we saw people going in and out of Union Station, but we don't know if it happened in there or on the parade route. I think that's something we're also trying to work and find out.
This may take a while. You have to also imagine when officers are trying to describe who they're looking for, what they're looking for, nearly everyone down there is wearing Chiefs gear. Most people are wearing the color red, so it can be tough to go ahead and filter through that crowd and find out what's going on.
And I would imagine what we're seeing, since we already had so many police officers down there, so many first responders, police were able to respond in a matter of seconds right there. Again, we are trying to work and find out some more information about what transpired here, but a police spokesperson did tell us just minutes ago they're gathering information regarding a shooting near the parade route. And to clarify, this was not an officer-involved shooting. So we're looking to get more information about what that entails, if anyone was hurt or if this was simply shots fired. But again, a scary situation on what was a day to celebrate.
This is a live picture at the scene there. And this camera is in the exact space where our crew was reporting live and covering the parade and bringing you all that great coverage. And so now things have, of course, taken a turn. It looks like they're trying to get folks out of the perimeter there. Not only law enforcement, but military members there. You see some of those fans running, just trying to get in the right place. Okay, so in a situation like this, generally when there is a shooting or a suspected shooting, in an area where you have a large crowd and a large group of folks, you're going to see those officers coming together, trying to huddle up, come up with a strategy and figure out what to do. We see those ambulances coming. We've already seen paramedics there rushing into Union Station, walking around outside on the front lawn. But now they're bringing in 1, 2, or is that, it looks like 3.
3 right there. And to be clear, we are not sure if anybody was hurt. This may be precautionary just to have them on standby. But if someone was hurt, these ambulances are going to be ready to go.
I mean, you just see so much uncertainty. It feels so chaotic out there. Officers with weapons drawn, even now. This is a situation that we definitely will be keeping an eye on, continuing to follow. This is also a situation where information can be hard to receive in a moment like this, because law enforcement is working an active scene here and really trying to assess what's happening.
And something else we're trying to figure out, how many people were involved here? How many people were hurt? Because you had so many families out there today. I mean, we're talking thousands of people all in one spot spread across downtown.
Kansas City Fire Department has just alerted us there was a shooting somewhere near or at the parade route this morning. And they're trying to assess all those questions, Cameron, that you just mentioned. If there are any injuries, how many people are injured, how many people were involved, who was involved, and what suspects look like in a situation like this.
And this is a situation that changes by the minute, if not the second, as they try to gather more information and assess the scene.
You can only imagine the feeling and the hearts of all of those people who are leaving the parade route, celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs on a gorgeous day in February, to now hear the news that there's been a shooting at the rally, according to Kansas City Fire Department.
You got to feel for these families too, who, you know, for some of them it may have been their first parade they've ever attended, and now they're trying to get out of the way. They're trying to think of what's going on here as well. We're trying to get that information for you. Again, Kansas City Fire Department saying a shooting at the rally. The exact location, we're not sure.
It's such a jarring scene to have red and gold confetti flying around as we're trying to assess details and get more information about a shooting on a day like today.
A day to celebrate turning into such a scary day.
You see, they were able to get those ambulances in. Now they're open in the back. Now I'm wondering, it is a little bit tough to see. We're bringing you live pictures. And of course they are there right across on the front street from Union Station, right there off of, okay, here's the driver getting to the front here and opening the back of that very first ambulance there on your screen, mostly in the center of the frame in the shot there.
So 3 ambulances in position. They're
open.
rolling
out stretchers.
Yep. Ready to go for anyone who may have been hurt in all of this.
But it looks like there's a direction that this is being pushed toward. And speaking of direction, you see just how many people were out there down at that site. What a dangerous situation this would have been.
Tens of thousands of them. They're all trying to get out, head home, and just clear the scene so police can assess the situation and work and do their job here.
We are getting some questions asking about our crew, our KSHB 41 team. Everyone is well and just really working to bring all of you at home the most updated information about this situation, whatever context, whatever clarity we can as we get it from Kansas City Fire Department, Kansas City Police Department, and our local officials.
And we continue to make those calls, send those emails. We have crews on the ground. Every one of our crews is safe. They are assessing the situation as well, trying to gather that information on the ground.
It looks like first responders are now working to get someone onto that stretcher. Now, no word if this scene here that's on your screen right now is connected to a shooting, but it looks like that is some blood there. But again, there could be all manner of medical emergencies, a lot of things that require first responders. We're just trying to show you what's happening in the area where Kansas City Fire Department has told us there was a shooting.
And again, first responders putting one woman onto a stretcher. We're working to see if this is connected, in fact, to the shooting at the rally, but we did see some blood, as Dia just mentioned.
Our Daniela Leon just tweeted she's unsure of what's happening, but she's seeing multiple people being carried away in ambulances right now there at the scene. And so we're trying to get as much information as we can and bring it to you live here as they're bringing one person back to that ambulance to get some medical attention.
Kansas City police tweeting in just the last few minutes saying shots have been fired around Union Station. Please leave the area. They then went on to say officers are working to clear Union Station itself. That's probably why we saw so many people rush inside to clear anyone inside of Union Station. We will release everyone